So, hey, this is the Relics of War players, including somebody who just likes to play with their hair as they throw their head back and forth. Um, you can see that we got a VTuber in on this group this time, so he's another content creator.
What is D&D? I have dice here. Do I roll them or do I just jingle them like...
No, you actually just eat them. That's like common practice.
So what happens if you try to eat while you're a VTuber? Does it like show us putting you things to your mouth or what?
No, I don't have... People do have hand tracking.
Uh-huh.
I do not. There's a piece of hardware called Leap Motion that you need to purchase that I don't have. But if I did have it, I would have hand tracking so I could wave, and if I was eating, you would see me put my hand to my mouth. I could get an image of food and put it in my said hand.
Like dice.
Immersion.
Yeah. Full immersion. Yeah, that's interesting. That speaking of the tracking, like I said, we're working with an AR company right now for those who are just tuning in. Again, welcome. This is Plot Point's going to be newest show. Relics of War. I'm DM Sean, Legend and Song, your story guide for the night. That's really what I consider myself. I was a DM when I was younger, like many, many decades ago, and now I'm just a story guy. I enjoy watching the antics and stuff. What you're looking at is some former players from the original Relics of War. We have it's actually Brock in your upper right of your screen. Visitor to the Relics of War, we have Katrin on the upper left. Later Relics of War is lower left, Eric. And then VTuber Mike was not part of Relics of War on your lower right, but Mike is a former player at some of my tables in real life. Although I've never met this VTuber person. What's your VTuber name?
Oreo.
Oreo. Oh, wow, there's an unusual thing. It's always Oreo. Yeah, I know Oreo. Okay, that's kind of cool. So,
to be fair, his name is Oreo, and my D&D character's name will be Wolf.
Oreo X Wolf. Well, there you go. I'm laughing because, of course, anybody who's tracking him on social media, and what we started a conversation with for those just tuning in is whether or not, since Eric is stepping out of a Cold War in Hell due to real life time constraints, and since I'm already set for 5 people, even though I like a 4-player game, I was like, well, we could bring in Mike on that Thursday night game if he's willing. But, Mike's kind of a crack addict for Critical Role, too, and we go into that Critical Role time, so that might be, like, sacrilegious for him or something. I have no idea.
I don't get to watch it much anyways.
Yeah. So, I know that was something that even our stranger who plays Nerida on a Cold War in Hell, that was something for her. She's like, oh, man, but that's Critical Role time. Can we do that? Are we allowed to do that? Like, not show up? So...
It's a real throw of the glove at the giant, but it's fine.
David and Goliath. I have this smooth, shiny stone, and you want me to take that down? Speaking of which, you guys have all, I think, come up with character concepts. I do not know Mike's at all. I heard 3 of you I know. Mike, I think... No, actually, I think Mike did give me his. I'm juggling things in my head.
Yeah.
Why don't you guys talk a little bit about your characters? I'm going to log into Relics of War on our... We're currently using Roll20 for anybody that's interested in the background stuff. We are exploring Foundry. We will be going to Foundry eventually just because it plays a little bit nicer with D&D Beyond. While you can do that on Roll20, there's some extra features and whatnot that you can do. We actually did buy FGU, Fantasy Grounds. Bought all that in advance, spent all the money on the books, hundreds of dollars, and then only found out after the fact that they refused to license with D&D Beyond, and I went, well, that forgets that, and we canned that one. Sadly, because I really wanted to run theirs, it's a lot smoother than Roll20. I like Roll20 a lot, but Roll20 has never been able to get it smooth. Sometimes it's up, sometimes it's down. And it doesn't work for me as a gamer platform, and that's why we were going to go with Fantasy Grounds, which doesn't play with D&D Beyond. But then Foundry does both. Foundry is uber smooth because you are the one hosting it, as well as they play with D&D Beyond and everything else. And I'm like, I'm down. So, let's hear a little bit about your characters. What do you guys got for our stream viewers?
Take it away.
I'll go first. Why not? All right. So pretty much, I'm still working out the background and everything like that. But I have a name, I have a race, and I have a class. So I will be playing the. I think it's pronounced Arakocra, but I'll just say bird people. His name is Griffin. He's a bit of a spitfire. He's not like a. Obviously, he's a bird folk, so he's not a massive dude. But he does have some sick wings. And to describe him, I guess physically, his head, his face looks similar to like an eagle. But he's got a black beak and some weird fiery red feathers. He's more like an actual fiery red at the head, and then a darker, like maybe like a almost maroon, dark red feathers for his body. But he's going to be a warlock, which I'm pretty excited to be playing again. I've only played, I think, one warlock before in my D&D career, but really excited to play another one. But yeah, Griffin's he's a bit of a spitfire. He likes to action first, think later kind of situation kind of guy. So I'm really excited to see what kind of decisions he makes on the fly when it comes to just role play scenarios. But I'm gonna go ahead and throw it off to Brock.
Woohoo! All right, everybody, how you doing today? I'm Brock. I will be playing a Dragonborn Druid. I'm changing things up. I've always done, front line, get in there and kick some tail type characters in the past. I'm gonna try doing something different here. This time I'm going complete opposite. I'm gonna see how it works out. I had all the character stuff written down on the character sheet, and I don't have access to it now, so I can't really tell you a whole lot about my character. Yeah, I know I've got like bluish gray scales and white eyes and stuff like that. But I'm about 7 foot tall, about 300 pounds, and I'm gonna be learning this character as we go. So hopefully y'all enjoy it, and I'll enjoy playing it. Let's pass it on off to Katrin.
All righty. See, I got my character sheet. I'm smart.
Shots fired.
And I have a character type. I like elves and half elves, and I like rangers. So I have a half elf ranger. Her name is Anna. I'm probably going for kind of an urchin background is what I'm thinking with her. She pretty much thinks that anyone who's nice to her is probably hiding something, and she's not very, trusting at first. So she'll have her group here, and beyond them, she'll be like, I don't know. Yeah, she's trying to prove that she's worthy for a better life than what she has now. And she hopes that no one else should have to endure the hardships that she's been through in her life. And her flaw, of course, with her trust issues is that she'll never fully trust anyone other than herself. Haven't figured out exactly how old she is yet. She's got dark hair, kind of a tanner skin. She's definitely more, alignment-wise, more towards neutral. But I'm not 100% sure on quite that part yet either, but definitely probably more towards neutral, possibly more of a chaotic neutral, but I'm not sure yet. Might be more true neutral. She's relatively tall, about 5'10" or so, 5'11", somewhere in there is what I'm thinking. For a female, relatively tall. But, I don't know. She loves her bow and arrow. She's great with a rapier. And she's just out there to kind of kick butt and take names, I guess. Why not, right? And then hopefully Mike's got his figured out because he's the last one left.
I have general ideas on mine, too, about the same as everyone else, I think. But I'm going to be playing a Tabaxi rogue. His name is Den of Wolves, or Wolf for short. He's gonna be like, he has like gray fur with black stripes, like gray silverish. I like the look of that with pale blue eyes. I don't know I want to get a little more into the background, but obviously I think he's gonna have some sort of a spy-esque kind of background, being a rogue and all. Other than that, I have him pictured as more of like middle-aged and experienced and a little grizzled. But hopefully we'll learn him more as this goes on.
Yeah.
I love it. Wow, those are some exciting characters that we've got coming up. This is going to be beautiful. I played around with a little bit of our roles. Now, all of you have in one way or another played with me at one of my tables before. So most of you are familiar to one degree or another with my house rules, and I'll be using the same house rules that I use at most of my tables. Hence, the name of my stream is always Plot Points, because I've been doing this for 30 to 40 years, and I really don't know how to run any of my role-playing games without giving the players undue influence over the game that they're watching. You know what I don't like? I just noticed that our view actually... I really don't like the fact that you can see my icons and stuff. I will take care of that here in a minute. Yeah, it's kind of like ugly. You know, I
don't think I noticed that.
I only noticed it because
you can see it a little bit.
I'm kind of like a...
Oh, I see him down there. Yes. Yeah, I had to go back to the Twitch page and look.
Try to hit.
There we go.
Okay.
Get rid of my Roll20 stuff. No, that's not supposed to be there. Boom. There we go. I only put that on there because I was like, well, we're going to be doing some rolls here because, of course, naturally we are in session 0, which means these guys have not rolled up their characters yet, which means, they have to do that with all of you, which will be fun.
The pressure.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see if I can figure out how to do that.
You know, Mike, I got to tell you that your avatar is annoying me because I keep getting distracted by it. I watch you do that with your hair, and I'm like, oh, I feel like a cat chasing the red dot.
I'm constantly bouncing around. Hopefully, my actual bouncing around isn't going to bother you.
No, you do. It doesn't bother me. For our viewers, no, Mike will be using his real face during our regular thing. I told him, I said, hey, when you get the software, man, bounce back and forth. I'm okay with that. But all my streams, you know, we use the real face, so you're gonna get to fall in love with Mike just as a person regularly. But it's my first time watching him live, where he can respond, and watching him do that, I'm like, oh, I get that. That's addicting. I literally I saw myself on the screen doing the cat thing, going, red dot. Like, stop it.
I keep getting lost in her eyes.
Yeah, the red and the green eye, I really like.
You getting lost in my eyes?
Yeah.
Which eye?
Depends on which way your head's turned.
Is it supposed to be a he or a she? Because it's kind of androgynous to look at.
He, for the most part.
Yeah.
It's just a very feminine.
Doesn't care too much.
Yeah, which most anime.
Yeah.
You know.
Batting my eyes at you.
Wow,
I play too fast. It doesn't want to track it.
Wow.
Yeah. You know, it's so interesting how technology should adapt to us, but we adapt ourselves to the technology. Literally, I had somebody talking about thumbnails that I make for the different things, and they were happy about this, and they're like, oh, are you using, Photoshop because you can do this and the other thing? I said, I work, Kitty Doe, Aria, they use all that Photoshop and stuff. I said, I used to own all the software. I said, I never had the time to learn it. I literally have a Wacom tablet that I only just broke out for doing art. But this is a long answer to the fact that, no, I don't. I said, you know how I make my memes? I said, PowerPoint. And they went, what? I said, all the memes. I said, it's like dinosaur mentality. I said, because I can do all my layers there. I can adjust this. I can do word art. I said, I can do pretty much everything. They're like, but what about transparency? I said, I just grab transparency online, take what I'm doing, remove this, that, and the other thing. I said, you can do overlays. And they were like, you can? And I'm like, dude, when you don't have, you get creative. When you don't have the money, you just work with what you got. I said, you can do all this stuff. So, it's kind of fun. But, cool. Let's see. What do we got? Wolzab posting. Oh, yeah, I should probably at some point pull over our chat over on the other side of the thing. I'll do that. Yeah. As you can see, we will be using our old Relics of War overlays, but today, again, Session 0 was just a chance to get to meet our players, and we might do some impromptu role-playing here in a little bit. I'm watching our time. We're only 20 minutes in, which means we're really doing good. Normally, I would ask anybody watching us, hey, do you want to chime in on our what we do next? Because I love our 12th man interaction. I love getting our viewers to give their feedback. But what would you guys like? Would you like to do character roles? I mean, and before we even say that, this is me. I like to mess with character roles, and I have you all handy. So saying, let's just begin the kerfuffle right now and have some fun. I'm thinking that we should definitely do some character roles. I'm going to grab a piece of paper here, which is currently blank. Not to record your character roles, because you know me, I give you guys... No player ever has to cheat in my games. DMs, feel free to copy this, steal this. One of the reasons you give plot points is you never have to worry about players fudging their rolls and cheating. At least you shouldn't. Because honestly, if you empower them and give them the tools... Accepted. You want to cheat now is what you're saying? I was going to say. Okay.
Oh, natural 30.
Yeah, nat 30. I have a 30-sided dice. Don't tempt me. I'll send you a copy of the old D30 book when Armory put that out back like 40 years ago. We all thought 30-sided dice was going to be the next thing. Now, of course, you can make whatever freaking dice you want. I have 3-sided dice. And yes, they make them. 2-sided dice is just a coin.
I have one.
Yeah.
Yes, you do.
I have a rogue-based one.
Nice. They actually make, for those that don't want to do coins, they make a 2-sided dice. It's just a little bit thicker. All the edges are round, and then you get the top and the bottom. But it kind of almost it looks like 4 sides on it, but they're rounded so it physically can't land on them. And it's like, for those of you that really want a 2-sided dice, here you go. And I'm like, I get that. It's not flipping a coin. It's part of my dice bag. I laughed. I was like, I have a set of like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't think it has a 7. It's got all these funky dice in it. And I think I gave one of my players, Ionia, a set of those. Just because I was like, hey, man, here you go. Have fun with it and whatnot. What is that over there on my Discord? Somebody sending me something. What is this? Hey, man, are you super busy?
That was like a while ago, I think.
It might be something new.
It's funny. I actually was just answering a Discord message. Hey, guy, are you super busy at the moment? I'm like, I couldn't resist. I was like, well, yeah, I'm actually in the middle of the stream at the moment. So.
And then did you share a link to the stream? Hello?
I did not. I just told him the person should know me on plot points. www.twitch.tv/plot points
5E.
There you go.
Advertise.
Yeah.
Right? Hello?
Well, now I'll throw that back.
Yeah, I know
Which
how
of
to
you
do
put
this.
that out there on Twitter already, huh? Oh, dead silence in the room. Uh-huh. Everybody
didn't put it
throw
on
the
Twitter,
darts
but I
at the
hosted it
DM.
on my page. I'm still helping.
There you go.
There you go, yep.
That's
Well,
it.
technically, I promoted it this past week on Thursday. I did it after the stream.
Nice.
Got my points
Like-
in. I'm good.
I'm the worst. Like, the fact that I have a Twitter, is not good. Because I look at it and I go, what do people put on here?
I always love
don't
it.
social media.
Stranger does a really fun thing. She's always like, and the tweets and the twits and the it's really cute when she talks about it. I'm like, oh, but it's so funny because mine is all about time in the day, literally. Mm-hmm. I don't have the time in the day to do all that, and I get people that do, and I think that's really cool. And when you watch people who this is their income, they're drawing from it, and others are like, oh, they share their lives. I'm like, no, they're literally, they are, yes, but literally this is their life. This is their job. So keeping you entertained, keeping you engaged becomes part of that job. And I'm like, it's cool. For me, you have stolen the D&D cat. I seem to recognize that cat. Bat cat.
Cat.
That cat was
He's a good boy.
He is. But he's my good boy.
He
and you should
came
not
and
have my good
bothered
boy.
me.
And so for all of you that are viewing, yes, you can now figure it out if you haven't already, that Katrin and I live in the same house.
I married that crazy man.
That's it. I
Or they
dragged
have
her.
a teleporting cat.
I would say I dragged her into D&D screaming. She had played once with her sister as a young woman, and basically when I met her and she found out I was into role-playing and D&D and all this, she was like, oh, no, that'll never happen. And very similar to Brock, it was challenge accepted. And then when I heard about the horrible experience she had, I'm like, oh, you have not played D&D. You have not role-played. But
The whole dice thing was just silly.
Yeah. I hooked her in with Amber Diceless role-playing, which is just role-playing on crack. No dice whatsoever. None. That's just fun. You have stats and stuff that, again, you don't roll for. You bid for and whatnot at the start. So Amber is just sweet. And actually, Brock, I introduced via Amber. And some of you at my later tables, I think this will be a story that Mike, the VTuber, has heard before. Brock has the legendary exception of being a person. I've played with people that I never thought would be good at role playing before, but he came and he showed up. But he has the absolute distinction, not exception, the distinction of shocking me as a dungeon master or as a game master, because we went around the table and I left him for last because he'd had no experience. Okay, no problem. You always want to be generous to those playing at your table. And with Amber, unlike Dungeons and Dragons, the players set the tone, start the game. You have the multiverse. So the dungeon master or the game master says, where are you and what are you doing? With infinite reality available to you. And that is daunting to a player because are you in a starship? Are you on a land? Are you eating an ice cream cone? So usually when you ask a new player what they're doing and they've had experience, whether it's with D&D, Star Wars, whatever, they're like, oh my gosh, I have so much to play with. And then they kind of pause and they're thinking about it. It came time for Brock's turn and I just said, where are you and what are you doing? Expecting, of course, this. I'm overwhelmed. The spotlight's on me. Without batting an eye, he's like, I'm in my yellow Lamborghini doing 85 down the highway. I just passed this. I hit the floor pedal, and I go even faster. And I, as a DM, kind of like did that jaw drop. I was like, who are you? Where did you come? Nobody has this quick of an absolute answer. He was so into it. And that was the way he played every session thereafter. And I'll tell you, he set a new bar for me. I was like, wow. I've been role playing for 40 years, and at that time it wasn't. It was 30 some, but I was like, oh my gosh, I need to be more like that. And it's funny because when I met Mike was getting into this whole D&D thing, and we were playing together at stores, and he was learning and whatnot. And I love to help new players. And then Mike introduced me to Eric, who's on the lower left of our screen. And when Mike brought him, Mike said, he goes, hey, he's got no experience and whatnot. But what I saw instantly was, because I wasn't at Mike's first table. Mike and I shared a table at a store. But I saw instantly with Eric, I was like, oh my gosh, you have that gift. You're able to pick up and adapt. And it reminded me then of Brock. And I was like, oh, you're absolutely welcome at my table anytime. When Mike was like, can you come back? I'm like, yeah. This guy just, he doesn't have the baggage of having learned. He's just ready to role play and have fun. And I'm like, oh, that is such a delight. So to all you people who are eager to role play, but you're kind of feeling daunted by it, you're going to hear lots of stuff about learning the setting and all this stuff. And I actually say don't throw that in the garbage. Just come with your best self, willing to learn and play and have fun. And don't worry about the dice. Your DM or your story guide is an arbiter. They have to answer those questions for you. But if you just come wanting to have fun and willing to adapt, oh my God, you'll have amazing stories and adventures. Don't try to figure out the mechanics and then fit to them. Play yourself, and where the mechanics get in the way, all right, so you might be limited a little bit at lower levels, but just bring it, man. Bring you. All right, we'll get back to the...
I forgot to mention, Sean.
Yeah.
My character's backstory, he was a god, so I'd like to have some godly powers to match that backstory.
Is your middle name Mary and your last name Sue?
I can change that, maybe.
He's like, my godly name is Melisandra, and all my followers are the Sues.
The problem is you were a god, but when they kicked you out, you lost all your powers. Oops.
I know, they're so mean.
Whoops.
What that would be like an ultimately frustrating character. I'm pissed at everything because, snap, what are you doing? I'm waiting for food to appear in my hand.
Right?
What the heck's going on?
Come on.
I would be willing to do that for a player that wanted to like say, I want to do this. I feel like
it's the ultimate broken oath paladin.
Oh my gosh.
You know, broken oath and lost everything.
I don't know if anybody here ever watched Stargate, but in the Stargate franchise, they did like in the later seasons, like 8 seasons in or something like that, one of the main characters, Daniel, ascends to this kind of godliness. And at one point, they wrote him off for a season, and then he comes back. But of course, when he comes back, they take those godly memories and whatnot. They're like, he goes, I remember being ascended. I remember all this. But he goes, it's this weird thing, like, but I can't do those things anymore. Or I can't do this. And part of the reason he got, kicked out was when he was a godly being, he came to try and make changes on Earth, and all the gods had agreed, we're not doing this, these ascended beings. So literally, as he goes to unleash godly, phenomenal cosmic power, they literally pull him back, and they're like, nope, sorry, you can't do that. And then they kick his ass out.
Dun, dun, dun.
Mike's like, this is my character. Why are you describing my character so well?
I'm loving it. I'm just taking notes.
Like,
Write that down.
Yep. I do gotta get some chat on the screen. You know what? Let me grab another chat grab over here. I will steal that from. I think it's that one. Copy. And we're gonna put that over here into this one. Paste reference. And where are you? You guys can talk. Don't let me slow you down.
I don't know. I'm going to have to figure out how to roll my character if we're rolling characters.
And anyways, after this is over, everyone head over to twitch.tv/OreoXWolf and hit the follow button.
Wow.
Oh!
Yeah.
I have to give you
that.
respect for that one. Opportunity taken.
I'm down, dude.
Follow Oreo Pie.
Sneak it in as soon as he's like, go ahead, everyone talk. Gotcha.
Got it. Wow.
Shameless self-plug. Nailed
There
it.
you go.
Love it.
That was good.
That's what we should be. I'm trying.
God.
Yeah, I don't have one of those. I do sell 31 bags if anybody is interested in 31.
More.
There you go. You might have some new customers coming your way now.
Right?
Why would I not be surprised if that actually worked for her? I can so see that. She picks up customers like everywhere. All right, let's bring some chat in there. I don't know if it's readable or not, but it'll show up. I brought a little bit of the chat down on Mike's lower or Eric's lower left of the screen. Obviously easier once you use the overlays and whatnot. Why would a DM who does a professional stream or professional, what a word, a Twitch stream, start off with Zoom? Well, anybody who's played at my tables know that I like to teach. Yes. I love to teach people how to roleplay, how to DM, everything else. And the simple fact is people way overthink it. Mike just got through telling us all. He goes, yeah, I'm doing this VTube thing. But you notice he didn't start with the very best. He goes, oh, you can buy this to do your hands. But in the meantime, he's out there doing it. You don't have to buy fancy overlays. And I'll tell you what, I've watched way too many shows now that they have dumped hundreds of dollars into character art, overlays, all this because they're going to make a professional thing rather than starting. Start. Grow. I'm using a zoom grab right now, even though we have overlays and all this, just to emphasize to you, you don't need any of that. D&D, you don't have to buy all the books. When Brock first said, yeah, I'll play D&D with you, and he was looking at different things, I said, I will send you a copy of the Player's Handbook with already notes in it and underlines. I said, my gift to you. That's all you need. Honest to Pete, you hardly even need the DM book. You want to DM the game? Most of your rules in today's world are in the DM, or excuse me, in the player's book. Beyond that, buy what you need. Wait till you need it. You don't need anything extra, man. Not to VTube, you obviously need something, because I can't do that. I don't know what the heck he's got there. But
you actually can, if you want to join, and if anyone out there wants to join the VTube community for various reasons, you don't want to show your face, makes you nervous, or you just think it'd be fun to play a dog on playing games, you could do that if you decide. It's definitely going to be entertaining. There are definitely free softwares. There's multiple free tracking softwares that will link up to your cameras, and you could connect it to a character. And then there's a program called Vroid. It's kind of like a super crazy game character creator. It has a base model, and you do a bunch of sliders and stuff, and you can learn to do that. If even that's too much for you, you can just get a piece of art, have a PNG, and slap it onto your screen, and people will welcome it. Like, no one judges you for it. Just do what you can do and make content if that's what you want to do.
Amen. I couldn't have said it better myself. I
couldn't have said it at all.
Oh, I have all sorts of, I want to get some Sirenscape music going in the background here. Ooh, that was it. I liked that one. The problem is when you own all the Sirenscape stuff, because you've been a subscriber for so long, you can't remember where you find all this, because it doesn't let you do, at least not that I found yet, like favorites. Tabletop. There we go. Tabletop music. And then, so you have to write them down on a piece of paper like I do. And then scroll all the way down. Where is it? Winter Silence. There you are. This one's one of my favorites.
I can't be silent. I like talking.
Nah, it's not silent, but once it gets going. I think that was the one that I had going. I don't really hear it right now. Why do I not hear it? Because it's Winter Silence, DM. Come on, play. Obviously, Sirenscape is not happy at the moment because I'm hitting play and it's not giving me any sounds.
Yeah, no.
Oh, wow.
Mike, I like how we can count on you to fill that dead air, just in case. Just in case. You start just singing or something like that.
You trust me, when you start your own channel, which I know will happen one day, I believe in you. You will understand the need to constantly move my mouth when I hear silence. I've been with too many streams with like one or two people who don't feel comfortable talking, and I'm just like, I will talk for you.
Just keep it flowing. Come on.
I've been taught very opposite, at least with psychology. They always told us that silence doesn't have to be awkward. So I'm just totally fine. Just wait until somebody talks. But
what happens is I just start singing whatever I'm listening to or something, and then I go, oh yeah, by the way, I can't sing, but you're gonna deal with it, and then continue singing.
Enjoy. Oh man.
Sorry, my hair's in my face.
There you go. As it goes straight back to where it was before.
Yeah, it's kind of up there. If only I really had hair like this.
Oh,
Boy,
man.
everyone gonna be in for a surprise next time.
Oh man, you will never see this coming.
I just realized for the first time, when we talk about learning and all that, I have been for over 2 years. I've been broadcasting to Twitch on other people's channels, things like this and all that, right? Well, sometimes it was really clunky how people had me going onto their channels and whatnot. One of the things that we did with the recent upgrade to a Cold War in Hell was I took my OBS and I said, well, instead of just going to their using the stream key and whatnot, I said I actually want to use the Twitch login and whatnot. Well, one of the interesting things OBS does when you do that is it pulls up your stream information. And I had trouble for years. I'd always tell this guy, I said, it doesn't let me update the titles and stuff. So I was always broadcasting under the last show's name, which I didn't like. I was like, it's just frustrating. You're always putting me out there with the wrong name. So one of the fun things that I did tonight was I went into plot points and I said, all right, I want to edit the stream title correctly. And I did all that, stream managed it. But the neat thing was I went back to OBS and I'm looking, I'm like, why don't I just grab the chat off of OBS? And of course, right above that is stream information where you can edit the title and everything else. And I went, wow, near 2 years. And if I would have logged into Twitch 2 years ago that way through OBS, I could have done it there. Of course, that person didn't give me permissions to do all that, which is why I wasn't doing it that way. But with the new one, I'm like, that's kind of cool. I can save time. Yeah, so that feels pretty cool. Live and learn, which is what we're talking about. So speaking of living and learning, let's see who's lived and who's learned as far as dice rolling. Now, Katrin, you just asked about how to roll on D&D Beyond. Is that correct?
Well, wherever we're rolling from.
Well, let's roll on Roll20 tonight, because you can put your numbers into D&D Beyond later. Now, one of the things that I would ask, and I'm going to change this right now on Roll20. Pull the players over there. Yeah, I like that.
And I will need to know how to do it on Roll20.
All right. I will put in a command code. I actually put it in the last game for everybody. And it will be... because there's a way to drop the lowest too. And I'm going to show you guys all that one. And I think it's like /r space D. I think it's /r space 4d6 asterisk 1. I don't know. There's a dropping for dropping the 1. Let me just check it out and try and do this here. /r space D 4d6. I think it's asterisk 1. Rolling the dice. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, it still came up 11. How to drop dice in Roll20. How to drop lowest dice Roll20.
I just took notes. It says DM may know how Roll20 works.
4D,
or may not.
6. Yeah.
I know on D&D Beyond they do have a section where
Perfect.
you
It is literally /r space 4d6, and then you put D for drop and then 1. And like I just rolled a 16. I was like, wow, that'd be a great roll.
But where are you rolling the dice?
Have you logged into Roll20 under Relics of War?
No, I gotta go into Relics of War.
Yeah, go into the Relics of War game instead of the...
Okay. But that says Twitch. Relics of War Twitch? Is that what you're talking about?
Yes.
That's the one I'm in.
Yeah, I don't know because
Okay.
I'm already
Box in there,
inside
too.
it, so...
Okay. Launch game?
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
not inside it.
Can Mike get inside it? Is he part of it?
Yeah, he might need to get like invited to it.
I don't know. See, for me,
Yeah, I
I just
don't
think
think
that
Mike's
Mike's
part
invited
of
to
it.
everything. I don't even think about those things anymore. Once my friends are invited to my table in my home, it's just like, you're invited to everything. Why do I have to do something separate for you? All right. How do I do it? No, it says I've got to launch. All right. How do I invite somebody from the game? Exit game, rejoin as player.
I didn't know if you could because I thought that was through your other, when you were playing under the other person.
No, can't be that. Don't say those things. That makes me feel bad, Catherine.
That's what I thought, though.
It might be. You might be right. I just don't want it to be that way. So now let me type in Relics of War, how to invite.
What would we do without
Invite
Google?
players right there. What's your Mike, on Discord, send me your email, would you please, privately, so that I can put that in there?
100% though. Boop. Boop. Boop.
See, you don't get left out tonight.
Bada boop. Nailed it.
All right.
No one can send a private message as well as everyone else can.
Congratulations.
And for those of you that are thinking about DMing, that's a really good segue, actually. You see, like us doing all this background work. Your session 0 is your time to get together. It's not just to talk about what are your sensitive spots, which is important. Know your players, set your table accordingly. Know if they want to play on hard mode. But there's a lot more mechanical stuff. Who's bringing the bags of chips? That's pretty important stuff. Who's bringing the drinks? This is important stuff. Do we have to pour our drinks under the table off camera, or do we do it in front? Important stuff to know.
Drinking my beer right here.
So no one can see.
Whether the DM is drinking a glass with 4 drinks in it or 1 is important to know in advance. Otherwise, your DM passes out.
Or they accidentally just TPK everybody.
Or whether somebody's introducing Jägermeister to a DM that likes black licorice and doesn't tell him that a half a bottle later you will be sick is important to know.
These things just kind
It
of
stopped me drinking Jägermeister for years. Oh my. All right, I have sent that off to you, Mike. Technically, you should be invited to that game now.
I just jumped in, I believe. Yep.
Yep, you show up. Buzz,
All
buzz.
right. Chat. That is the chat. There we go. Arielyn wins on 4061. Yeah, that works.
Accidentally.
Okay, but where do I do that?
I wonder if I could put that beneath me so that everybody could kind of like still see me.
Slash roll? Is that how I do it?
Can we all just
Slash
recognize that my
R.
dad's in
Here,
chat?
I will type it in and it will be on the screen. Type slash R space 4D, whoops, D6 D.
Ha-ha!
There you
I
go.
did it.
Slash R
Success.
4D61. And yes, that is incorrect.
Should have saved that roll. That'd have been
It's
good.
slash roll.
Yep.
That one counts.
No, because she
I
has
take a 16. That's okay.
That would be nice. Well, that will. The players have voted beyond me, so all right, that is your first roll.
Oh, there you go.
But now I'm going to push myself as the DM of the night. There will be certain things given to all of you, but I like Monty Python type games, so we are going to do some fun things here. And me as a DM, I got to get myself on the screen a little bit so people can see me as well. And we're going to pull that little, I know what I'll do. Boom. I like that. That works.
Uh-oh, what are you doing?
I'm literally like stealing part of the VTuber's channel. VTuber's screen, since I don't have to worry about him moving around too much because, he's a VTuber and he's kind of stuck. There we go. So now we put the, what I did was for all our viewers, I put the dice on the right, put the chat on the left, and some stuff like that. Just to kind of help people out. There we go. Makes it kind of balanced because Eric hasn't been bouncing around because he knows where his mic is. So that works. Look at that. It looks a little more professional. Emphasizing again, this all happens as you go. So it's like just relax and enjoy the process. We'll get to the game. It's all good. I don't like how big that is. That plot points is too big. We're going to put that like that. There you go. That works.
Maybe
Brock,
get myself hidden behind it. What
Nope,
do you
too
think?
late. I moved it over to Brock. I covered his
Aw.
I covered his microphone. I was like, oh, look at that. Yay, he says. All right. So the first roll. Oh, you cheat, Mike. You are Mike. Challenge accepted. Mike's like,
Wow.
Yeah. Wow is right. I'm like, really, dude.
Checkmate.
Oh man, this is the abuse that a DM must take. For those of you that weren't on the Discord earlier, I posted a bunch of memes that were really striking me as a DM, and of course the one is Malcolm Reynolds doing the I don't even know what to say. But then the one was, I don't even know who it is. I just saw somebody else had put it up. And it's a guy doing it reminded me of our session the other night because I had subconsciously done this when I was like, it's not my fault. And as the person's doing this, you see a third hand and then a fourth hand come up and cover his face. And I'm like, that's the way I feel. I just need more hands. So, what is the name of your character, Katrin?
Anna.
Anna.
Yes,
So
I'm Anna.
Anna, you rolled a 16.
Uh-huh.
I
You
wish I
probably
had
want me to figure out where I'm going to stick that.
No, I don't.
I have no
no.
idea.
You guys figure out all your
good.
stats after because I get to screw with your
good.
stats. You rolled a 16. I didn't say you have a 16. I said you rolled a 16. There's a difference. Where are all my little notes for my deck of many changes? Notice I didn't say you're even drawing from the deck yet because I know you and I know your answer, and as a good Monty Python, I must fight that.
You know I ain't doing it.
Yes, you are. You're just
No,
not doing
I
it the way
ain't
you
doing
think
it.
you are.
Dun, 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 dun.
There's some of my notes for my deck of many changes. Where are you? Because viewers love the deck of many changes.
I'm not that
Look at
crazy.
that.
That can get a little nasty, by the way.
Oh, only
Yes,
a
it
little.
can. Yes,
But
it
it's
can.
so much fun. There are
Can't you just tell how happy I am about it?
There are
Oh, yeah.
treasures involved with the deck of many changes. I mean, who wouldn't want to draw? Just ask Benoit. He found a deck of many things and drew cards like frickin' instantly. But Benoit's not here. This is a new character. So, Anna.
Uh-huh.
I am gifting you nothing from this.
No.
I am
good.
gifting you
No.
over here something that I am writing on a card.
Uh-oh.
I had a table set up for this. I don't have the table in front of me, but I remember some of the things.
I'm not sure I want it.
This, I'm actually generating a table actually really fast.
Hopefully we don't have a lot of viewers and nothing will happen.
More notes. DM can generate tables that he has lost.
Very important to know.
Making sure I know my DM.
What a good player.
I do love this man. He's generating. You can have 2 plot points for your player, for your character.
There you go. First of the night.
That's
Damn,
it.
there-
There's plot points earned.
He's got a leg up on all of us.
I don't have legs right now.
Do they make that for
You can
VTubers?
buy some.
I think the
Hold on.
VTuber I watched was a full body.
Mm-hmm. That's just another set of tracking, isn't it? Well,
Yeah, see, you
Yeah.
got legs.
Yeah.
I said now. Now I do. I also have
Lieutenant Dan, you got legs.
Plot point, yeah, Eric. Lieutenant Dan. I'm calling you Lieutenant Dan from now on, Mike. You got no legs, Lieutenant Dan. What happened to your legs? Oh my gosh, how do I work that into Relics of War? I've got to have somebody like Forrest Gump. Oh my god, I still got to bring that character in. Why? You guys will just kill him. No, I'm not doing it. You'll kill him. I'm not letting you kill Forrest
Do
Gump.
not trust
Need
us.
choppers.
Don't trust us.
Cold War in Hell has set the record for killing quest givers.
That's right.
I'm like,
And we love it.
I am like, and they're not even trying. That's what truly makes it funny. It's not a purposeful attempt. These are not murder hobos. It just keeps happening, and I'm like,
Look,
I don't
if
even
your
know what to do.
If the quest givers weren't so threatening, then maybe they would survive. But
If
I don't know what
daggers
else to
didn't
say.
keep slipping out of my hand in a throw-in motion,
they wouldn't die.
no one would get hurt.
Well, if we didn't pluck people's eyes out, you know.
No, that one deserved it. That one definitely deserved it.
How did he deserve it? He touched your
Grabbed
gem.
my eye.
He touched your gem. It was a gem. There's no pupil. It's a gem on a rock. He's
Either
a
way,
goblin. Oh, look, I'll just
Part of
pick
my
this up.
body.
Oh.
Clearly.
You're a golem to him.
So?
Well, was. I mean, he's dead now.
Yeah, he is.
Uh-huh.
Does that character also hate being called a golem?
You know,
Oh,
he's
yeah.
just kind of rolled with this one, Mike. Really, he's just rolling with it.
He decided to make one in my game that
Mm.
we play on the side.
Uh-huh.
So everyone just constantly is like, "Why is this golem talking to us?"
Oh my god, that's funny because he ran into that in this game. Everybody's like,
Multiple times.
who do you belong to and whatnot? Everybody's talking to everybody around him. You're Gollum over here.
My other character in his game was like rolling, like yelling, like ah! No.
Let's see. Somebody give me something that you would like. Not necessarily in the game, just something you like. Anything. What do you like? Like, I like
Wolves.
Harley Davidson's motorcycles. Give me something you like.
Wolves.
Wolf.
Mustangs.
Wolf. Okay, somebody else.
Roses.
Ooh,
What did he say?
Roses?
Oh, how
Roses?
delightful.
I couldn't hear it. Boses?
Kitty cats. Yeah, roses. The flower,
Rose.
roses.
Rose. Okay. I don't even know what to do with that.
Kitty cat.
You make rose water.
All right, that's enough now.
Guns.
No, stop. I said no.
Too. I was gonna definitely say that if he was gonna ask again.
All right, we're all done. Table is now made.
Lots and lots of guns.
4, 5, 6, 7. Great. Katrin, would you please roll a d10 for us? Everybody, after you're going to be doing your dice rolls, I will be having you roll a d10 to see what gift you have earned.
Okay, I have to figure out where I put that. Here it is.
Gifts are like wishes, right? Nothing can ever go wrong.
D10.
Sort of.
How do we type it?
I got a 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You would get it. You have gotten this thing that I have here in front of me.
It's chlamydia.
Would you like to have this thing? Not the thing that Benoit says or Brock says. Sorry, I gotta get it straight. He's played Benoit so many times, I just think of him as Benoit when we're role playing. It's not. It's Brock. Hold on. Let me put your character names down on a piece of paper. All right, I got Katrin playing Anna. Brock, what's your character's name?
Blaze for short.
Blaze. Eric, what's your character's name?
Griffin.
Griffin. And Mike, what's your character's name?
Wolf, for short.
Wolf. Would you like this simple piece of paper that has something written on the other side? Look, it disappears. It's there 1 minute, it's gone the next. There 1 minute.
Didn't know we were doing magic on this string.
Speaking of which,
Right? Oh my.
you know what?
Are you
That's
a
really
wizard?
what I need to do.
You're a wizard, Harry.
You're a hairy wizard.
Would you like this piece of paper with its special gift? Or would you like a golden crit?
Ooh.
Why you do that to me?
Yeah.
I don't know. Is it going to be a good special gift?
Who knows?
The world
It
may
might,
never
Some
know.
even would consider a rock a gift. So
Bose would be like, I want the rock!
give me the
Yeah.
rock.
Is it a magic rock? I definitely want the rock.
I don't know. I guess I'll take the gift, the piece of paper.
Are you sure?
I hate when he
Not
does
really, but I will.
I'm trying to put it on the camera. I don't know if it'll...
Stick it out.
I don't know. We can't read it. +1 wizard level?
Yes.
Is
You
that
have
what
a
it says?
free level as a level 1 wizard that you may add to your character. I have no idea what race you chose.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, I do actually know what.
Okay.
But, so basically you'll be starting as level 2. So, yeah, I was actually hoping... I figured offering you a golden crit, I was like, there's no way she will take what's on the paper.
Uh-huh.
And...
All right.
So
In
I'm
the
a
D-
wizard ranger.
So in the DM's mind, I was like, I can really manipulate this right now because she will never take whatever I offer her. So I'm going to make it so freaking good that everybody will be like, I want that. And then, of course, she does the opposite. Jerk.
a wizard ranger.
Never trust your players. They will do whatever you don't expect. You cannot plan for it.
You should have learned by now. Come on, Sean.
Right?
Now, there is a pool of, since there's four of you, I'm going to do 3 rerolls. What that means is that these rerolls are available to any of you as we roll. But Brock is praying to the gods in the sky right now, so Brock is going to be our next roller. Brock, would you please roll for us?
All right.
Man.
Let's see if this works. No, it did not.
Yeah, how do we type it out again?
Slash roll.
Yeah.
Slash roll. Got it.
Or just /R. You can just type /R space,
you can shorten
4d6, and then d1. Yeah, not question mark. But, yep, /R. So.
Oh, 15.
15.
Right.
Yay.
Brock, would you please roll me a d10?
Ooh.
Boom, boom.
Dose.
2.
Number 2. All right. That's kind of funny. Would you rather have what you just... I am giving you a gift. So what I'm asking you is, would you like to have I just had to copy it over from the table so that I can hold it up in front of you. Would you like to have this? Or would you like to have a draw from the magic deck?
Ooh.
For a second, I really thought that was cash in his hand. I was like, whoa.
If I could afford to give away cash, I would not be doing this. One or the other.
What's chat say?
Ooh.
Is chat even in there? I'm a wizard ranger is what chat says.
Small delay. Here we go.
Change my background here.
You know what?
Changing your background.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's the question, Sean. Which one do you think I'm going to take?
Ooh.
No, because you'll do the opposite.
Ooh.
I am not into it. I am not falling for this. No.
The DM does not play those games anymore.
DM now realizes there is nothing
We'll go
I
with
can
the paper.
do. The paper. What if I sweeten the deal by throwing in 2 plot points?
Ooh.
2 plot points?
Yeah.
To take the card instead of the paper.
Yeah.
Oh, what the heck? Let's do the cards.
Okay, you're
Damn,
gonna
here
go
we
for
go.
the cards. What if instead of the cards, I said I would give you +1 to any stat to not take the cards?
Oh, all of
He's
these.
good at this. Like, what the heck?
You find out a lot about people doing this.
To any stat that I can choose after we're done rolling.
Wow, that DM really didn't say there, did I?
Ooh.
Got him.
No, I get to choose the stat.
You get to choose a stat.
Yeah.
Now, I'll take the cards.
Okay, that's probably a good choice. What you gave, let's look at what he gave up first before we find out what he gets. What he gave up was
Can't read it.
Invisible.
+1 stat increase on this roll was what he gave up.
Oh.
All right.
Now, Brock, should I hold them up in front of the camera and you just tell me when to stop or what?
Nope. Number 8.
Number 8.
Number 8.
From this
the back.
end? From the back?
From the back.
Can I just stress that I feel really safe right now in my computer room?
I'm sure you do. I'm really sure you do, Mike. You look at home there.
Yeah. I just kept adding D&D monsters.
I am looking at this card, and I'm just sitting here thinking of you, and I'm thinking of
It's the void.
The void.
What character are you playing again? What's your race?
Dragonborn.
Oh, maybe it won't be too bad.
And like the scale.
What kind of class are you talking about?
Druid.
Druid. Maybe it won't be horrible then. What you got was the Uriel or a Medusa, devil upside down. Normally, change isn't that horrible. It's upside down, but this one happens to be a change in your favor. What it means is that snakes speak to you. Snakes are attracted to you.
Parcel tongue.
You may once per day summon snakes if they're within that region. So if you're in a desert, it'd be desert snakes. If you're in a place that doesn't have snakes, I'm not going to have one show up. But you should be able to once per day summon snakes, and you may speak to snakes.
Wow. The heir to Slytherin.
Are the snakes from the area, or are they magical?
From the area, that's what I'm saying. They're likely to be a desert snake, yeah. No, they're
so
not.
like you could ask them if they've seen somebody nearby.
Ooh.
Bingo.
That's cool.
Bingo.
All right.
Yep.
That works perfectly for you, like with the druid thing. Damn.
Okay.
Right?
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I can talk to animals, guys. What kind of animals? Only snakes.
Mike, you are up next on this circular
I
bandwagon.
am up, and I am doing
Make a roll for us.
4d6, d1, right? Like that? Or did I do?
Ouch.
4d61, yeah, that's it.
I love it.
Got a 6. That is a mighty roll.
That
Now-
is a Michael roll.
Give
I'll
us.
be honest with you.
Let us see how lucky or unlucky that roll will be for you. Give us a D10.
8.
8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, that's interesting.
Good number, by the way.
That is very interesting. Mike, would you like this piece of paper off of the luck unluck system? Or would you like instead I'll either give you this
Okay.
or I'll let you re-roll twice on this luck unluck table. You could do 2 more D10s.
I take the paper.
You had to get that suspenseful pause.
You actually rolled the same one that Brock had gotten,
Nice.
which is stat increase on this roll.
There's fun.
So if people are wondering watching online, how did he roll the same number? But get that because I do a circular system and I don't, so the numbers aren't always the same. Because you never want your players to know what they can and can't get. Otherwise, they'll start going, oh, that's a bad number. Don't go with that. Literally, as a DM, don't fudge the dice, but be creative. Do creative countings, do all sorts of things. If you're crossing things off, that changes the numbers. You can do all sorts of things. All right, so Mike, you got a 6, and you got a stat increase to this roll. So it's actually a 7. So now it's a 7. Yeah. Kind of wish that was like a nat like 18 and you bump 19. That would be fun.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That would have been cool. Eric, do some damage. Let's see
There
it.
we go.
Bum, bum, bum.
12. That's pretty good. You're above average. That's a +1 right there.
It's not bad. That's good.
Show us whether you're lucky or not. Go that D10.
Oh, good. Okay. What is it? Slash roll or roll? No. Slash
R D10.
D10.
You got it. Now, they actually do have, when you click your little character token there, you can like just pull down the dice and click the dice. Yeah,
that's right.
You only really need it for the dropping the 1. Otherwise, you can like have fun and see it on screen. You got a 9. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Really? Okay. That's kind of problematic.
Oh, that's great.
Eric.
Want to hear?
Because I gave everybody the option. Oh, I didn't give Mike the option. I apologize, Mike. I said everybody and I didn't do it for Mike.
Here.
I bit my own thing. You can have this, and I'm giving everybody the option on the first roll of the game, or you can have a deck. Draw.
I really do feel something about the deck, but because of your reaction with the paper, right?
He's
that was
a liar, though. You
I
can't
know.
trust him ever.
I know. I hate having choices.
If he's ever in DM mode, he's never trustworthy.
Oh, man.
Pretty much.
You've been listening to Aria too long.
Oh,
No. Wife says pretty much too. Come on now.
I give away good gifts.
I agree. I just don't trust my DM to let me know that it's a good gift.
Right?
Well, the whole deal with Monty Haul, is that you don't know. Like, Monty would talk about what's behind the curtain. Like, I don't know what's in the deck. I got no clue.
Oh, yeah.
That's the whole idea. It's like, I know what this is, but that's it.
Oh man. Well, we got more chances with the deck, right? Like,
The deck is slightly heavier on good. Slightly. My deck is, the deck of many changes is all over because I also do reversals and other things, which is why I say deck of many changes. It's slightly heavier. This has a higher percentage of being good. This is about, I think I have 80% good, and one of them is being able to draw from the deck. But I offered everybody a draw from the deck the first time because after this it's random. Mike, you'll get your chance to choose the deck next time because I skipped you.
So, but like, this won't be the only shot for me to choose a deck, correct?
It might be. Because unless you roll on the D10, there's only one spot on the D10 that is you must draw from the deck.
Okay.
But I figured this gives everybody one option to draw. Other than that, it's a dice roll.
I guess, yeah. Let's draw from that deck. Let's see what's in there.
Decks.
How would you like to do it? Would you like me to hold them up, or do you want to pick a number like Brock, or what do you want to do?
By the way, throw them up in the air and just catch one out of midair.
Oh, oh man! Now that's playing with fire.
And I am putting even the Uriel back in. That way, the odds are the same for everybody.
Okay.
Because it might be upright, which would be really bad for you, but.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna pick a number. Let's go.
Tell me when to stop shuffling before you pick your number.
Ooh.
All right, stop.
Done.
Okay, here we go. The number is going to be 10.
Front or back?
Back.
This is your
Eric's
card.
gonna be good at this.
I like it. It feels good.
He studied psychic in college.
Psychic, yes, I studied that. I don't
Looking
like
at this
your
card,
breathing.
I would be willing to trade you this card for one reroll. A free reroll that you get to use to reroll any one of your 5 remaining scores. See, now is when you get into that evil DM because I know what's here. But early on, it's like, no, it's just random.
I can read it off your glasses.
Yes. What is it saying, Brock? Tell me.
He probably can.
Now I can
Take off those glasses real quick.
I've done things like that. I'm like, hey, I'm not. It's not cheating. It's like
That's true.
You're just playing the odds, man.
But also remember, Eric, a negative roll, like a negative stat, is just more fun role playing.
That's true. Yeah, that's a challenge right there.
Yeah.
All right, so I chose to go with this deck and I'm gonna stick with that because that's what.
Either way, you were
yeah.
getting something good because what you ended up getting was a follower who just automatically loves you, has been following you around. We're going to work it into your background. This guy wants to learn from you.
Oh, Griffin!
You know,
Ooh.
this
Can
person,
he
it's a
fly? 'Cause-
this will be following the sidekick rules from D&D 5e. Sidekicks do get to level up. They are a much simpler character. They are not a full-fledged character, but they can assist you in quite a few ways. So yeah, you
Nice
got a
draw.
sidekick. Yeah.
Nice, thanks.
So your number
Right.
was a
His
12.
name is
and a
Robin.
sidekick. Oh my God! For an Arakocra.
Birdman and Robin.
Brock, you just nailed it. Oh my God. Yes.
All right, I'm writing it down. Robin is the name. All right. Oh my.
Oh, yeah, Birdman and Robin.
Yes.
The Birdman and Robin. Oh my God! You went there that quick. Oh my gosh! I can see this. This is gonna be a fun one. All right. Let's do this. You know what? We're gonna play this game like it's Settlers of Catan. Eric, you're up again. Roll.
Oh God.
Ah.
All right.
Bex.
Here we go. Okay.
13. Nice. Roll again. Roll your D10. Let's see how lucky you are.
All right. D10.
7.
I like
Hey,
that.
that's a lucky number.
One,
That's
two,
a lucky
three,
number.
4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Let me copy it over.
Robin gets a follower.
I have my own army.
It's your own firing team.
The Robin follower is just another
We will
Robin,
call
but he
him
goes
Blue
by
Jay.
Nightwing.
Would you like this piece of paper,
Oh God. Okay.
or would you instead like a wondrous magic item?
Whoa. Oh, hold on, Sean. Like that seems pretty good. Well, that also makes me think. What's on that paper to warrant that? Oh man. Wondrous magic item does sound pretty good.
And it
I'm
won't
gonna
be
go
a
with that.
cursed wondrous item. I will not make
Thank
it.
God. Okay, yeah, I probably should have asked that first, but of course not. I never learned.
I would have given him a cursed one.
Exactly. I never learned. Thanks, Mike.
That's okay. You could have just put it on Robin.
Right. Damn,
Why are
Brock,
you guys so
No,
evil to the
that's how you
NPCs?
that's how you make a Red Hood. Don't do that.
Well, he ends up being somewhat good, anyways. It's all right. No, I'm gonna go with that wondrous item.
Sure.
Hey, listen, I have plenty of time, like other opportunities for another piece of paper, but that wondrous item.
Well, you'll get a piece of paper every single roll. Whether
Right.
the piece of paper is good or not is another subject, but
Ooh, a
you will
piece
get
of
a
paper.
piece of paper every single roll. In this case, our intrepid hero gave up a +1 magic item
Okay.
All right.
for
All
a
right, all right.
wondrous item.
Okay.
And what I will do is we will figure out your wondrous item right now, or would you like to do it later? What would you like?
Let's do it later. Let's keep on
Okay.
going with the rolls.
Wondrous. And what was your
Wondrous
roll? Your
is
roll
fine.
was a 13.
13, yeah.
Wondrous item. Okay. I just realized why you guys are getting stuff on every single piece of paper, because my original table was a D20 that I was having you roll, and of course half of it was nothing. So, and now I'm like, why are they getting stuff every time? Oh, look, because I just filled out D10, and I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, that would be why. So, but we'll continue this round this way. This is good. And what I'll do, I know exactly how I'll do that. That's beautiful. Mike, you are up next, Settlers of Catan, man.
Ooh.
Would you make us a roll, please? Let us see that roll, and then we'll do a luck roll afterwards.
Forgot to carry over the slash. Okay. Or it hates me. It said no, DM. What do I do now?
Just copy and paste it. Just copy and paste
I did, and then that's what.
God.
That's this problem.
The computer was like, no.
11, right in the average zone. Okay. And then give me my my luck roll of D10.
Oh, I'm hitting too many buttons. I don't even know what buttons I hit. There we go.
I just say your face was really weird looking.
Oh, I can make it real bad too. I got 2.
You can't. Oh, that's the D10. Never mind. I was like, you can't roll for a 2. I'm like, it's impossible.
Do I look okay?
Oh,
Yeah,
All right.
sure.
that's pretty normal.
That's what happens when you turn on every facial expression.
Okay.
It breaks. They're linked to my number pad, so I have to remember to not use it. But I don't use it often when I'm gaming.
Oh, that's not really a fair thing.
I trust your judgment.
You're the only one.
All right. I am.
Yep, there we
It's
go.
because I'm an evil DM like him. we have to trust each other.
All
I
right.
confirm this.
It's
I
evil,
figured
but
it
it's
out
nice.
what I was gonna do. I promised that I would give you at least one chance at the deck of many things. So you may have what's on this card, or this piece of paper, or you may have a draw from the deck. You can still, again, you've got 4 more chances to draw from the deck.
I choose the piece of paper.
Do you? That's
Yes.
interesting to me.
He's like, oh.
You realize you're stuck with the piece of paper if you choose it,
Yes,
right?
it's a shiny paper.
All right.
It disappears. Magic piece of paper. What do you want from me, Sean? When was the
What
last
I
time you
did
want
was,
something to
as I
disappear?
said, the roll, your luck roll can actually result in the deck of many things. So what I did was, it was the deck of many things, but I added a ×2
Yes.
since you that was why I was like, that's kind of unfair because either way it's the deck of many things. So I was like, well, if he picks the paper, it's
It would've been
×2.
hilarious,
So
though.
you must draw 2, even if the first one's good. You don't get a choice. So I'm shuffling now. You tell me when to stop. And how would you like me to do it? Would you like me to hold them up, or would you like to count? What would you like?
Well, I'll just throw out numbers. Yeah, I'll give you a number from the back,
Okay, whatever you like.
and you could stop.
Stopped.
And I want the first 2.
The first
From the
2.
back.
Right off the bat. Just give me the first 2.
Right?
Oh my.
Get right to it.
Oh my.
Get right there.
Oh my.
Ooh, please tell me it's bad.
Oh my.
Listen, you're talking to someone who did, while we were rolling for my friend's campaign that will be starting next week, I rolled 3 1s and a 6 for my stat, so I dropped the 6.
What
But
the
it's
hell?
dropped the lowest. Oh, your GM was like, yeah, you can drop whatever you want.
He said just drop 1. So he let me drop the 6. So I had a 3.
Nice.
Nice.
And you are playing what again? What are you playing?
Tabaxi Rogue.
A Tabaxi Rogue. Well, I don't know how your Tabaxi Rogue ended up so freaking wealthy from your background that you came from a noble house and you have
Yes.
wealth up to gazoo in the background.
Yes.
I mean,
Rich
that
man.
sounds
We will
incredibly
figure.
exciting, right? You know, we'll
We'll
have to
figure
write
it
that
out.
in there.
It's
With the
fine.
exception
Oh
that
my
your
God.
second card was your entire family fortune has been stripped from you and gone up in flames. So you now have, in addition to your regular background, you have a noble background is how I'm going to roll this. You have
Nice.
all sorts of wealth in your background, including the connections in the community. But you yourself are starting off with just your regular stats. Because
yes.
your entire family is burned out.
Nice.
Wow.
Nice. This explains why I had to become a rogue type.
I sure.
There we go.
I got no ideas. I'm like, but I thought that was very interesting. I was like, okay, so
You get everything, and then I'm taking it away.
You had everything.
I didn't take it away. He said that card.
It's literally the yes, but no.
But you also have the noble background you have to also deal with as
Yes.
well. So, again, and you get the benefits from that. Family out. Mike or Brock, you're up next.
Am I?
Yes, you are.
Okay.
Ooh.
luck. It's an 8. And Brock, would you please show us your luck?
How much luck is luck?
7.
Lucky
1,
number
2,
7.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Brock,
Yes.
would you like this piece of paper,
Yes.
or would you like or would you like, oh my, this piece of paper, or I will give you 100 gold pieces to start the game buying whatever you want. Oh, no. Scratch that. What are you again? What's your what's your race?
Draconic. Dragonborn.
Dragonborn. I'll give you this piece of paper. What's your class?
Druid.
Druid. I'll give you this piece of paper, or I'll give you magic armor.
Ooh, damn.
Can
Yeah.
Is it evil magic armor?
I'm not
Good
saying.
question.
Oh, the paper.
You want the paper? You receive 1 minor feat. So I'll roll on the feat
nice.
table and get you a minor feat when we're done.
Alrighty.
Nice.
Katrin, you are up. Would you please bless us with a roll and then show us your luck? Expose your luck. It better not be chlamydia luck. You do not have 106. I guarantee you do not have 106.
Damn.
I don't care what that roll says.
How do you roll a 61?
Brock's, or Mike's like, God, she's a god. I know she was a god.
the third roll was a 58? Let me just say.
Damn.
I think it's drop 1.
She's like, I'll drop the 58 and keep the other ones with a score of 50.
God.
4, D, 6, D1.
Yes, you gotta have the D in there for the D1.
I know. There
A
we
10.
go.
So you are average. And would you please show us your luck?
Oh, I
think
get it.
you ought
So
to
you
just-
dropped the last number. Just drop that 6 right there.
Yeah, there you go.
Cool. I actually know exactly what this is.
Oh my. I had issues.
Would you like this piece of paper?
Uh-huh.
Or would you instead... You're a ranger, right?
Yeah. I'm a ranger wizard.
A ranger wizard.
What if I gave you 4 magic arrows instead of this piece of paper?
Oh yeah, huh?
Evolution.
Except the magic arrows always miss.
Right?
They're all magic. The
they're
magic
all
on them is
cursed.
boomerangs, so whenever you fire
It comes back at you.
Oh jeez.
I don't think I want to play with any of you as a DM. You guys like have really bad, you're really punishing.
I guess I will go for the paper. I will surprise you again.
It is a pet owl bear.
Uh-huh. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
It's a little snowy owl bear, and I actually have the write-up. It's from D&D's, what do they call it? They called it Consequences. D20 Consequences, and one of them was a pet owl bear. I was looking at it the other night, and I was like, it's just this cute little fuzzy little thing. It's very cute, very young, won't be able to do any damage. It's literally a pet. It is not
This
a
party
mount.
is getting big quick.
Yes, it is.
It does not do damage. It is a pet. The goal is to keep it
it'll-
alive and cuddle
It
it.
can
will
distract.
grow. It will
That's
grow.
She's like, I saw it on Critical, or what? No, not Dice Camera Action. She goes, Dice Camera Action. They grew it in like 6 months. It was full
It can't
size.
do damage, but it can jump in front of damage.
Here, catch this cat. Meow.
Sure as hell can take it.
The help action as it distracts people by trying to be aggressive.
So let's change this up. Katrin, you pick who rolls next.
Oh yeah.
Pick yourself.
I have
Never
no
guessed
idea.
that one.
Pick the DM.
Yeah, let's just start it all over again and do another round. We'll go from me to Brock to
So Brock.
Mike to Eric again.
No, you don't get to pick everybody. You get to pick who goes next.
Brock.
Brock.
Brock gets to roll next.
All right.
All right.
All right, we got solid
There you go.
characters coming everywhere. And show us your luck, D10. Oh wait, hold on. This is a new round. This is a brand new round.
This is a new round.
Yeah.
It's a D20, please.
Oh. Okay.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, we're no longer guaranteed to get something on the paper. The paper might be blank now.
Oh, damn.
I like it.
Don't know why that's making noise over there, but it is.
That would be another 13.
You can't roll. Oh, it's a D20. I'm thinking D10. I'm like, you can't roll a 13 on a D10.
Can't do that.
Back
All
to
right,
back.
No.
This is gonna be bad.
Oh, man.
Okay. Would you like this piece of paper, or would you like a magical item?
Well, now he got to know if it was an evil magical item or not.
This is true.
So do I.
Roll a D2 for that one.
Everything's safe when the DM has to figure out if it's evil.
Nope. I actually just wrote down what it was. That way people don't think like I changed it at the last minute or whatever.
You're good.
So this piece of paper or magic item.
We'll go with the magic item.
Okay. Sorry, I just wanted to write down what you chose. You have it says cup of healing is what it says. And what that is that during a short rest, whenever you spend hit dice once per day, you can drink from this cup and it will give you an additional 1d6 hit points.
All right. Oh, jeez.
And you pick who goes next.
You know what? I'm gonna throw it down to Michael.
Hey, Michael. He does roll a number that will be displayed. No. 11. I think that's the
Mike
last one I
rolls
rolled.
11. Okay.
And we're rolling D20, right?
Yep, you got it.
Boop. 12.
12.
Counted now.
Okay. Let me write it down here. Would you like this piece of paper? Or would you take... Pick a number from 1 to 10.
7.
7 plot points.
Oh, 7 plot points.
Are you sure?
No. just
Do you want to
it's just
rethink
so
it?
tempting to, it's just so tempting to take that. Hold on, let me think this out logically.
Is there a logic to randomness?
Yeah.
Yes, there is. There's bound to be logic to anything. Probably, maybe. Let's take the paper.
Oh,
You sure?
Yeah.
7 plot points. You picked the number. That's pretty high.
Yeah. Take the paper.
Okay. Your paper is...
It's blank.
It is blank. You are
Yes.
absolutely right.
Ooh.
It is a nothing.
Nice.
What?
I'll earn 7 plot points shortly enough.
There you go.
Yeah, that's true. You can earn that.
So pick who's the next Vic.
Eric.
Yes. All right. Here we go.
It's my friend. It's Eric.
But I'll
It
give
is
you a
an
plot point just for guessing that it was blank. Eric rolls a 7 and then give us your
Oof.
D20.
All right. 12.
Okay. Would you like this piece of paper that you just rolled? Or would you like Robin to have a special mask to match yours? You and him could have special matching masks.
Oh, matching masks. Yeah.
And he gets to design them.
He can design what they look like.
Oh, okay. Wow, a
You know,
superhero
they're
duo
not.
team.
I'm not letting him design them and say, "Oh, they give me a wish once per day" or anything like that. No.
Give me the power of God.
But DM, you said I got to design them, and this seems logical.
Oh man. I'm gonna go with that piece of paper.
Okay. Your piece of paper is.
Come on. No, that's all right.
Taking the masks.
Yeah, I'll find something. Whatever. I'll give him a stick or something to put on his face.
Beat him with his hair. Wear this smack.
Wear it. He loves me no matter what. I can do whatever I want.
And then, Katrin, you're the only one left on this round.
All right. Let's see if I can do it right the first time. Or no. 4D6.
You know what's funny is, like, Eric, you just rolled that 7. There's still three re-rolls waiting to be used.
Goodness.
That's true.
I
That's
did
true.
not do it right.
Yeah, it's /R
Slash
space
roll.
4D6
4D6
D1.
D1. That's why I swear I keep typing in. 16.
Nice.
Okay.
Got pretty decent rolls.
That's scary good. That's her second 16, you realize. Because you guys told her
Yeah.
to keep the first one.
Yep.
15. 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
I
Interesting.
like it.
That is interesting. One moment here. Oh, and I should say, anything that you guys earn, like in the way of like the pets or something, if you guys don't want them and you want to trade them to another player, just let me know in advance. I don't mind you guys giving these things over to one another. Including the bad stuff. If you guys want to trade out, like your entire background's been
I want
burned out.
Robin.
You know,
No, never.
Katrin, would you like what's on this piece of paper? Or would you instead like to be able to force one of your allies here to re-roll one of their stats? And you would pick it right now from any of the 3 stats they've already rolled.
No. That's mean.
Is it?
Not if you pick a low one.
Yeah, that's
someone
true.
has a 7 or a 6.
Yep. Not speaking to anybody, but you know.
I think someone here just rolled an 8 recently.
Good luck. Let's see. Oh, yeah, you have a 7. And there's an 11, there's a 13, there's a 10, there's an 8.
There's a 7 and a
there's
6 are
seven
the
and an
lowest.
8.
Well, the 6 became
Yeah,
a 7.
that's it.
Yeah, so there's
Yeah,
2
7
sevens.
and 8.
Yeah, 2 7s and an 8 are the lowest. And a 10.
I can.
You could make yourself.
And,
No,
and
I said.
can say,
somebody else.
yeah, you said it person, and I can say which one they're re-rolling,
Yeah, you can force somebody to have.
or they
reroll.
can.
Yeah, you can even force like Brock to reroll that 15 if you want.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't do that.
You're the
Might
only
be an
strong
18.
one.
Yeah, I still wouldn't do that though, because you never know.
It's like these are your friends. Make friends now before the game.
Oh, God.
Overwhelming.
Oh, choices.
There's also a shiny piece of paper there.
Right, I know. I
10 of them,
I'm not
actually.
Sure.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to risk the paper. It could be blank though. I guess I'll pick the paper. Why not?
We gamble in this house.
Oh, it's got something on it.
Magic Wolf Tattoo.
Oh.
So
Ooh,
it
that's
is
pretty
a
badass.
tattoo
Okay.
of a wolf
Wolves.
that has special abilities with it. And again, you can trade that off. You don't have to keep it. Oh, that's why I was
That
saying.
must be why we became friends, Wolf.
That's it.
There we
I was
go.
like, any of these things. Maybe trade an owl
the
bear
vermin
for a
must working
sidekick.
together.
Is
Well,
the
you guys
puppy
can
dog thing
trade whatever.
working?
Aww, you
I
look so
need
sad.
somebody to give me something they like.
Hot cocoa.
Oh,
Okay, your mug that you got produces hot cocoa once per day, and that's where you get your healing from. So, another thing that we like. The funny thing is, Brock, that mug that I'm going to give you, I'll send you the picture of. That's also one of the ones from the D20 like conquest or whatnot, and it is a hot cocoa producing mug that does that healing. So literally, you just named what it already was. I'll send it to you.
you
You'll
asked
laugh.
another one?
Rifle.
A bonfire.
A
Actually, I like
bonfire.
bonfires.
Okay.
Oh God.
Bonfire. Thank you.
Mike's character dies in a bonfire.
Well, speaking about trading things, does anyone want to burn away the rest of their family?
Okay.
God.
So that was Katrin ending that round. Let's let somebody else pick. Mike, as the newcomer here, I would like you to choose how we do this round. Like Katrin tried to choose how last time. You get to choose how. So are we doing this in a circle? Are we doing this where you pick your victim? Are we doing it alphabetically? Whatever you want.
Let's pick our victim again.
Okay. So would you like to start the roll, or do you want to pick the victim to start? I made her pick a vic to start.
I picked the Vic.
Okay. Who do you pick?
Katrin.
Uh-oh. I don't know about this.
I'm like making her make choices, and
Yeah.
I just like helping you so you could go first, and we're just the best of friends.
4D, 6D, what? I
There
did
we
it!
go.
I got an 11.
Still a pretty consistent character right now.
Yeah,
Like, whew,
it's nice.
it is.
Happy I'm making friends with this
And a
person.
9.
I know. I'm glad we're all on the same team for now.
You got a 9?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
That's about the time. she
Okay.
went
You
away
get
from
what's
me.
on this piece of paper. Or what should I give her instead? You three decide. What should I offer? What is this piece of paper worth?
Man.
It is worth a pull from the deck.
Oh. Pull from the deck.
Well, then we know she's picking the paper.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes, I will.
Yeah.
That's true.
Any of the rest of you, it's a gamble. Her, no.
You could just throw something random like a growth potion that makes something become an adult.
Ah, no, you're not making the owlbear an adult. Cheaty face. It's my pet, and it's an adult.
And now I just happen to have this perfect potion to make it grow up now.
Oh my.
Offer up those magic arrows again.
Ooh.
That's true.
Okay, let me find that. Okay. I have wizard arrows here.
Magic arrows?
Or I have what's on this piece of paper.
Could also be an arrow
What
of
kind of
insta-kill.
arrows are they?
There's 4 arrows. You don't know what they do.
We don't know what they do. I'll take the arrows.
Seems like fun.
If you would like to know what you gave up, you might not.
Sure.
You gave up being cursed with vulnerability and having a permanent -1 to your armor class.
Whew.
It was
There
funny
we
because
go.
I was thinking deck of many things, and I was like, wow, you guys are going to make her take a curse.
You're
Good
welcome.
choice on the arrows. Yeah.
Brock comes in clutch. I thought the growth potion would have been completely out there and make it a tough choice.
No, because she would have gone with that instantly. Having a pet that's full size and on your side, she'd be like, done. I think they actually call the owlbears like Little Snowy or something like that. Katrin, pick your Vic.
We'll go with Eric.
Yay! All right, here we
Kind
go.
of thing for our fellow Marines. We got quite a few Marines. There's an outnumbered person in here.
Yeah, there's one person.
Oh
I don't
my God.
Can anybody
Oh.
tell?
I didn't even think about that. Yeah, because I wasn't.
No.
Yeah, I wasn't counting
No.
me, and I'm like, oh, yeah, that's right.
In case you're wondering why I seem to be the one forgotten constantly.
Eric, 15.
Oh God, that's a 15.
Give me some luck on that D20, buddy.
All right, let's see what we got. D20. All right.
12. Okay. One moment.
And that's about the time she went away from me. Nobody loves you when you're 20.
I will give you this piece of paper, or I will give you something that I'm going to purposely, mysteriously refer to as a burning dice. I know what it is in my mind. But I'm going to give you something that I would call a burning dice, or you can have this. Burning dice might be good or bad.
Might be good or bad, but that paper could be good or bad too,
Right.
right? So.
Absolutely true.
Or blank. It could be good, bad, or blank.
Or
If you
blank,
think-
that's right. So technically, there's 2 that just really won't benefit me.
Well, no one said bad things can't benefit you.
Roll
You
the
can grow
burning
as a
dice.
person.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with. Shut up, Mike. I'm gonna go with the burning dice. Let's get them.
Then you have earned a golden crit. You have 1 golden crit. You may burn up the old dice and get an automatic success. It's on fire. What you gave up, though,
Red hot.
and we will flip it around for you, is absolutely nothing.
Man, Brock, you are looking after me today. I love it. I love it.
Okay. Pick your Vic. 2, 3. You have a choice between Brock and Mike.
I gotta give it to Brock for that one. So go ahead, Brock.
Sure. It's for that one, not because he's not army.
Of course not. How could I possibly?
Brock gets a 17.
No, it was a 10.
High roll of the night.
Oh.
Somebody make him
No,
re-roll
He
it.
rolled a 10.
Oh,
The 17 was the other one.
he was fast. He's getting used to this. I was just like, oh, 17. Let me look at what that is. 1 second.
I told you, challenge accepted on the cheat, and I could have taken that 17.
You could have easily. You'd be like,
Had you all fooled.
Oh god. Integrity.
Integra. The D.
Oh my god. What?
I don't know.
just gibberish. I love it. All right. Mike at it again. We're killing that dead air.
Chat, send some love to Brock for not cheating.
No, he deserves something for that one.
I'll send him head pats. Hold on, I got this.
Yeah.
Do I have less of them now? I might have less of them now.
Okay, Brock.
I have
You
less
may either
head
have
pats
this
now to
piece of
send.
paper, or
You just wrote on?
what's that?
Is that what you just wrote on?
No. Why?
He's like, damn.
Oh, you were trying to find out if it was blank. I'm like, no, I was writing down the. That's pretty smart. That's smart.
Slick.
He's like, I'm stacking things in my favor already. No, you may have this piece of paper. Listening. Or you may have a cursed item. What should I offer him?
Chlamydia is still out there.
Do you want that one?
Here,
Interesting.
I will
roleplay.
write on a piece of paper for you.
Wings.
Hey! No, there's only one person with wings here. Relax.
Is he sending love in the chat?
I noticed.
Here's the one I just wrote on. Here's the original one. Do you want the original one, or do you want the one I just wrote on?
The original one.
Want the original one? Are you sure?
Not really, but yeah.
That's just like the confidence of the head nod. Not really.
Yeah.
You have received
A
a
lot.
cursed whip
lot
of
of
entanglement. You love to use it, but on a 5 or less, either you or a nearby party member gets entangled and knocked prone.
Well, good thing I'll be in the
Don't
air,
stand
so
near him.
bye.
Hold on a second. What is it?
It is a cursed whip of entanglement. You love to use it, which means it is your favored weapon, because that's part of the curse. But if you roll a 5 or less, you or one of the nearby party members becomes entangled and knocked prone.
Damn. Oof. So whenever anybody uses it, just give them about 20 feet of space.
No, just give me some inspiration.
There you go. That one's for chat.
The problem is that he loves to use it, so he won't use other weapons while holding onto a cursed item. He's like, oh no, I'm good with this. Just watch me as he knocks one of you off your feet. Now, it's
I'm
still a
getting
whip
better,
of
I
entanglement, which means, and I don't remember the numbers I've got written down for it, but it's like on a 17 to 20, it will knock your opponent prone if he hits them. So it's like, so it's really kind of cool on that. It's like, boom, you can kind of do the Indiana Jones, knock somebody off their feet. But the problem is that it's cursed, and you do that to yourself and others a lot. So, Brock, the only person left is Katrin. So
Do we get to see what I turned down?
Sure.
Ooh.
Yes, you can. Where is it? You missed getting a disease. You said it, so I was like, that's your option.
Yeah.
I'm a high roller tonight, baby.
Wow. Damn, I really wish you picked that one now.
I was like, that sounds really good. I like that as an option.
All right then, Katrin, you're up.
And I just thought it was
Oh,
12
Just
for your roll.
consistent. Damn.
I like it, Sean. That was excellent.
15.
Thank you.
Whew, she's got them high rolls tonight.
He really is. Like, everybody rally behind her.
All right, I messed up on somebody's stats because I don't have Mike's last one down.
Nope, I don't think I rolled one. I was waiting for it.
So I had
You'd have
Katrin
been
roll
writing
out
down
of
this.
order. That was what was wrong. Yeah, you were on
Oh.
next. But that's okay. I'm going to mark down Katrin's and I'll come back to you. We're going to have
Yeah.
Mike roll, but we're just going to use,
Okay.
I'm going to mark yours down. It's a 12 and a 15.
And a 15, yeah.
Okay, so then Yeah, I was like, something's wrong here. So, Mike, yeah,
I thought
you roll up
to go
and we'll
through
get to you.
chat because I didn't remember either.
Nope. Yeah, I was like, I've only got 3 written down for Mike. So, yeah, you're up, Mike. Mike rolls a 12. Okay, there's the 12.
12's
And a net
There we go.
20.
Okay.
Let me check the table.
You
1
die.
second.
Just like that. It's the worst luck.
So, guys, it's a critical success, so I take the paper, right? Like, I feel like this is a forced option. I feel like I can't not take the paper and trust in the dice.
No.
That's about the time. That song's just
that's
stuck in my
bad.
head. That song is so stuck in my head.
I'm pretty focused on Sean's reaction.
What's my
right
name?
now.
Right?
What's my name?
Oh, I
Little
forgot my
confusing,
camera.
maybe.
I should turn off my camera. Like,
He was like,
Yeah,
no, Mike. I don't know if that's good.
of course it is.
God.
Right?
want to tailor it to your character. You are a.
Right?
What are you again? Tell me, race. I'll
Tabaxi
write it down
rogue.
next to you. Tabaxi rogue. Oh wow, that's like interesting.
It's amazing, right? Right?
It is actually, yeah.
It's quite amazing how bad it is.
Right. Right. Look at this face.
Those eyes are looking a little bloodshot.
Ooh.
And I am writing it down. It's not blank,
Ooh. That's
so you know it's not nothing. That's kind of the freebie. I'm trying to think of what I can do to balance. You know, I always like to try and balance the offer. I know exactly what I can do to balance this, to make it interesting either way.
Ooh.
You may have this that I just wrote down, or I will let you, at the end, re-roll any one of your stats. You can pick a high stat, low stat. If you want to play a totally broken character and have all low stats, you can re-roll one. And you can wait, you don't have to do it now, all the way to the end.
I'll take the paper. I have
Are
too
you
much fun
sure?
playing. Yeah.
solidarity.
I have too much fun running with bad stats.
Well, you're going to have bad numbers. You are
Nice.
unlucky. 3 times per day, the DM may force you to re-roll.
Nice.
There we go.
Taken right from the
I mean-
unluck hucks.
See,
Right?
Yep.
some people think this is bad, but realistically, this is just panning out into a perfect backstory. Of course, I'm unlucky. My entire family of fortune were burned up.
Oh, man.
That makes sense.
I'm also thinking about, of course, with the Relics of War story, which we're going to get into. By the way, are you guys okay with going longer than the 2 hours since we're still doing this?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
good.
I'm free.
Well, I know you said that you were going to stream after this, so I was like, as the VTuber. All right.
Huxley's blessing.
Well, Mike, you end up ending the round again, so you get to pick how we do the next round.
We're gonna do
Character name alphabetically?
yeah. I was thinking alphabetically and let's do it that way. Character name alphabetically.
Okay, who's first?
That would be me.
Anna, yes.
That's right.
So there's
I was
my
like,
12 and 15.
okay, so 12 and 15. Let me look to your 15. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I've got to redo that. That's already, I'm not giving duplicates. Not even a good or bad. No duplicates anywhere. No kitty cat. Leave me alone. Moochie Mooch. You're not a camera hog. Moochie Mooch.
Boo, da boo, da boo.
Kitty cat. Stop. Kitty. Kitty. Oh, I love you too, kitty kitty. This is Moochie Mooch. Say hi to the peoples. Moochie Mooch doesn't like to be held.
Oh.
Mochi Mochi's a very sweet cat. She just doesn't like to be held. She wants to sit with you, sit on you. You can pet her. Just don't hold me.
She's looking for the Birdman.
Oh no! Oh
I got
no!
Harley out here. Yes, hi.
Oh
Harley.
my God! Wait, I just noticed, Tabaxi, your cat, right?
Yes.
Crap.
Oh my God, that's gonna be so funny.
I don't think we're gonna be friends.
How do lizards feel about cats and birds? I mean, I don't think birds.
I'm more likely to
lizards?
be friends with a lizard than a cat person.
I'm pretty sure birds eat lizards and reptiles.
Well, yeah, good point.
So we just had this whole little thing. You
Weird
mess
triangle.
with him, he messes with me, I mess with you. We're all good.
That's perfect.
And then in the center is the owner trying to wrangle up all her animals.
Yeah. Anna, I'm just trying to be like, oh God, my pets are out of whack.
Uh-huh. I better take animal handling.
Yeah, you bet. Oh my God.
Oh my God. What a wild party this is.
This is gonna be a good campaign.
Oh. This is dangerous. He's like taking way too long.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to rewrite something, so
Mm.
I'm not doing duplicates. So, all right. So, here's what you earn for your luck,
Mm-hmm.
and I am willing to give you this instead.
Oh yeah.
This is what you rolled for luck,
Uh-huh.
and this hand is what I'm offering you.
Uh-huh.
Because what you earn, and there's what is in this hand,
Uh-oh.
which is what I'm willing to trade you for it.
Uh-huh.
Your luck may be good or bad,
Really, Monty Haul.
but this
It's definitely
this-
bad, right?
is definitely not bad.
Oh.
Because what you rolled,
Oh,
but there's a not bad thing too.
I'll go for the Monty Hall offer.
Are you sure? I mean,
I'm
I
pretty
just said
sure.
it's not bad. I said it won't hurt you. This could be either,
I know.
but this
I'll
just
go
won't
for
hurt
the
you.
offer. Yeah, I will
So-
go for that.
You're saying I
No,
don't want to
no.
gamble. I just want to play it safe.
Yes.
Man, I'm
Boo.
getting
What would
strong.
what would all the rest of you do? I'm just curious. We'll go with her offer. What would the rest of you have done?
I take
I'm getting strong DM warning signs right now. I don't know.
Well, she's already made her choice. What would you guys have done? Would you have gone for what her
First
luck
one.
was, or would you have gone for?
That's
How
'cause
about
you're
you,
crazy,
Mike?
Brock.
Listen, my luck has not been good, so I would have taken what my luck was.
All right. So what she
He's making
traded
an unlucky
for,
character.
what she traded for, was an. Oh, I make sure it's on the camera. An aging potion to adult.
Wow.
Ah!
What she gave up was having to, at the end of all her rolls, because Mike, I think it was Mike was speaking and I heard the word center, was recentering her highest stat. She would have had to average all her stats and then change the highest one to whatever that average was.
Oh.
So you actually kind of, you guys have successfully dodged many bullets, and I don't know how, but
Wow.
even as unlucky as Mike is, we're dodging a lot of bullets, and I'm like, interesting. On the surface, we may look unlucky, but really, the hard stuff never seems to hit us.
On the surface, I did at one point gain a fortune.
Yeah, yeah.
At one point you did.
And
yeah.
you still have the connections.
his glasses.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. You know what I just thought of? He's a Tabaxi rogue. He's got a noble background and he has all these connections. He's going to be able to get into places that other rogues are going to be like, I wish I had a way. And he's going to be like, oh, look, yeah, you know, I know so-and-so and I'm... It's going to be like Bruce Wayne walking in and then robbing the joint.
Yeah.
I was just thinking that I was a noble big cat, and there's this person with a bow and arrow that's right over here.
Bow and arrow to shoot down birds out of the sky. All right. So next alphabetically would be. Actually, I forgot them written in order. Brock, Blaze, B.
Yay.
And then it'll be Griffin and Wolf.
All right.
Blaze. Laser.
See, you're a bird and you're named Griffin.
Oh,
I'm
That's
a cat
right.
And I'm named Wolf.
How does that make sense?
I'm gonna take a re-roll.
Use one of them rerolls. Wise. And there's still 2 sitting in the bank.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you.
Wow. That's like.
God.
I'm gonna take one of them rerolls.
There's 1 left in the bank.
No, I'm not taking a reroll.
Why not?
I'll stick with the 7.
Damn.
There's only.
Roll 20 was just like, no.
We're already. This is like number 5 of all your stats. Okay, you're sticking with the 7.
I definitely just.
Show me
spiked
your
my
luck.
mic with that laugh. I lost it.
my god. Man. We were just talking about bad luck, too.
Didn't get worse.
It didn't get worse. It didn't get better.
I just want everybody to know I avoided chlamydia tonight.
Yes, you did.
You did.
Well
You
done.
did.
You
You
have
should be
done your
proud of
part. Wow.
If nothing else, I'm proud of you for that.
Hey, you still got a ton of role playing to do. You never know what's going to happen between now and a year from now. So,
Would you like this?
Yes.
Or would you like me to allow your 3 other players to give me 3 words and I'll make something up from that?
Oh my.
Ooh.
ooh, that's cool.
I like team involvement. I like that. Let's do it.
Okay, give me just 3 instant words. Don't think about it.
Rifle.
Cat.
Pyro.
Rifle, cat, pyro. Hang on 1 second. What do you think?
You get a rifle that shoots fire cats.
No, you do not.
The cat has a rifle that shoots fire.
Oh, even better.
Rifle, cat, and pyro. And you are, what kind of character are you? Let me look. Blaze.
Druid.
A Dragonborn Druid.
Druid.
Dragonborn Druid.
Flaming cat.
Before you got the whip, what was your preferred weapon? What did you picture your character using?
Staff.
Staff.
Quarterstaff.
What's my
You
name
have
again?
earned.
My new weapon's gonna be a cat.
You have earned a pet cat named Rifle that follows you around and loves you, but is secretly a pyromaniac. It's intelligent and it sets fires everywhere you go.
Yeah.
God. Okay. Damn.
Oh my.
Keep an eye on that cat, please.
He's very fast cat, which is why he's called Rifle. Shoots off, but he tends to start fires.
Somehow, with his
roll a
paws.
d20 to just determine whether or not
Instead
your
of
cat
hacking
has
up a
fire.
furball, does he hack up a fireball?
Did your cat burn down
You
my
get
family?
5 plot points. I love that.
His
Hawks
cat is responsible
up
for all
fireballs.
that damage.
Blaze, did your
My
cat burn down my family?
Oh my god, that would be funny. We could do this.
Oh my god.
You know what? I love secrets of the game. Mike, you just earned 10 plot points. That is one of the secrets of the game that Mike's character does not know. But
Yay.
with your background, because you've all been together before, Your cat was there and rifle burned the entire mansion estate down. You know this, but he does not. Yeah, you earned 10 plot points for that one. That is a beautiful background story. All right, first secret of the game. Secret.
Guys, I told you I'd earn those
rifle.
7 plot points.
Yeah, you did.
Rifle,
Damn.
yeah. Rifle burned down. I'm writing this down. Down Wolf's home. So you're a Tabaxi named after a wolf or a dog. Okay.
It was really fun though because I read how Tabaxis are named and they're like, oh, they're named after stuff that's around them, and it was like Pit of Snakes was one of the examples, and like Cloudy Sky or Seven Thunders and all this stuff. I was like, it's so cool. So if I just name him Den of Wolves, I can call him Wolf. Got it.
Why were you around a den of wolves?
Because there's a Den of Wolves near the Tabaxi village. They had to manage it.
Oof.
It just happened
He
to
met
start
Luna
up around the
and
time
he
I was
wanted
born.
to be raised by wolves.
God dang it, Luna.
Griffin, you are up next. Show us a roll and show us some luck.
All right. Let's see what we got here. Yes.
Nice.
I'll take that. I will take that. Oh God. And a D20, correct?
Yes, sir.
Let's roll.
Find my little chart.
20.
It's a 4.
Is it too late to re-roll my 7 or no?
Yes, you cannot go back. They're used at the time. Correct.
All right, that's fair.
So there's still 2 sitting there. I mean, you can re-roll the 16 if you want. We're still on you.
Oh, I'm good. I'll keep that. Right.
Would you like this? Was it you that earned the golden crit?
Yes.
I thought so. I don't remember. Somehow I didn't write that down on somebody, but let me put that under yours. I know there was a golden
Burn
crit
dice.
somewhere.
You called it a burning dice.
Yeah. Wow, I'm looking at my notes and I'm realizing like I've got stuff way in the wrong spot because I have the Cursed Whip of Entanglement under you and I know that's Brock. So like Oh, I think that's what I did was I ended up writing it's written down under him too. I think I was on the same mindset and just doing it twice. So I might have missed something. You guys are gonna have to like label some of this stuff under the ow, crud, my pen. Darn it.
So far in our party, we have added cats, snakes, Robin,
Owl bear.
Sidekick.
So yeah, we have a sidekick named Robin. We have a pet owl bear. We now have a pet cat. And the
We have
snake.
a
You can
player
talk to
lizard,
snakes.
a
Yeah.
player bird, and a player cat.
Well, who's up?
All
Who
with
just
this
rolled?
half elf.
Eric. Eric, you rolled. You can have this piece of paper, or you may have, say a word, Mike. Okay, is the
live.
word. You may have. What can I do with that? I can do. I know what I can do. I can write it down.
ultraviolet halo.
Ooh.
Majestic unicorn.
Yes.
Okay. You may have this piece of paper that you rolled, or you may have this piece of paper that I just wrote. This piece of paper might be blank. Don't forget. Or you may have this one that I just wrote.
Oh man.
One that you earned, the one that I'm offering.
To be fair, the one that he's offering has to be somewhat related to
I know, and I'm really trying to think hard of like what the hell could it possibly be.
But you know
It's one in intelligence.
It starts with a U, and so does unicorn. Just saying.
Yeah, it does.
I kind of really want to
So
find
does
out.
Umber
so-
Hulk.
You know what?
UH, it's unicorn horn.
Unicorn, of course.
So does Udder. Cows. Don't forget cows. Oh, she's got her dice. Her special dice.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice.
I'm gonna go with
You're going with
Uh-huh.
Okay. You want to know what you gave up first, or do you want to know what you earned first?
Give me the
Gave
thing
up.
that I just earned. No. Give me what I earned first, and then maybe I'll just be super mad.
Fair
later.
enough. No, I think, super mad's an appropriate thing. You have the curse of hesitation. -5 to initiative on your initiative rolls.
All right, that's fair. Damn.
Not horrible, but
Not horrible. All
you
right.
gave up a minor feat.
Oh,
Wow, that one hurt. All right, fair enough. Okay, so you said a -5 to initiative.
Yep, -5 to initiative. Basically, when everything starts happening, you're like, what do I do?
Yeah, I'm in the air most of the time.
with the whip.
Oh no.
So
You really
the real
should've
thing is don't try and think about it. Just blurt a word out, even if the word is booger. I don't know. We'll figure something out. I don't know. I'll think of something. If I can put pyro cat, rifle together and come up with and with all of you come up with a story together of a backstory, and that's worth it to me. Let's see. That leaves Mike. Wolf. Wolf is next.
Wolf.
And then we are on our final round
Hey, that's a good one.
with 2 rerolls left. 14. Do you want to reroll it?
No.
Okay.
It's the best thing I've rolled all day.
10. Mike, would you like... Where is it? This. He scratches really quickly. Would you like what you rolled and it is not blank, or would you like what I wrote on this piece of paper? What you rolled, what I wrote. What you rolled,
Oh, this
what
is.
I wrote.
Camera 1, camera 2.
Oh god, that was funny. Back in the day, blinking his eyes. Wayne's World. Wayne's World. Wait, was it Wayne's World? Yeah, it was Wayne's World, right? What you rolled?
Ignore that.
What you?
I'll take what I rolled.
Now, what would ever? No. Do we want to look at what I offered him?
Is it that bad?
Is it that good?
No, it's probably
Maybe.
good.
Could have been good.
The dice
Do we
didn't roll.
just not want to know? Probably not.
Oh, come on.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Is it really worth it? I mean, you kicked yourself over a minor feat.
I'm okay with knowing it.
What you gave up was a +2 stat increase.
Oh.
What you earned is still yet to be known because you're going to be drawing from the deck of many things.
Yes.
Changes.
The dice never let me down.
Times
Most of
2.
the time.
No, it is not ×2. I scratched that out. However, I am willing. Let me see how I would do this. Are you willing to gamble, Mike? Or would you be willing to possibly lose the draw?
he's willing to gamble.
Yeah. Let's do
Okay.
this.
Without hesitation. Yeah.
Okay, you're willing to gamble.
What are we gambling?
I will let your players decide this, even though they don't know exactly how they're doing it. What I'm
I
doing
believe
is I will
in
be
them
right down
anyways.
1.
More specifically, right now, I believe in Brock. He's been saving people left and right.
He really has. He's the MVP of tonight, for sure.
But everyone else is still teamwork in here, so.
Okay, I would like each of you to pick a number from 1 to 4, please.
3.
Oh, but it's not an option.
3, 4, 7.
was gonna say 3 too. Can
8,
I
9, 10.
pick
Yeah,
the
you can
same
pick
as
the same
someone
number.
else? Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I had a total of 10. So what I was working off of was a 4-sided dice. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You ended up with 1 draw anyway. So you gained nothing, you lost nothing. But you had the option of getting up to 3 draws or none. So you ended up just the same.
Thrill.
We're
Thrill
still
of
good.
gambling.
See,
Okay.
should've had to
I
do
am
that.
shuffling. Would you like me to hold them up, or would you like me to... How do you want me to do
Hold
this?
them up,
Okay.
and you can stop shuffling.
Up from the front.
Ooh, he switched.
No. Yeah, I'm
Changing
just trying to do something
Sleight
different.
of hand.
You guys were always doing the back, and I'm like, no.
Yeah,
You draw from the front.
that one.
That one. Are you sure?
Yeah.
I will... You know what I'm willing to offer you instead of this card? I'm willing to offer you the chance to keep drawing. I'm willing to offer you the chance to change your mind before whatever the effect of this card is hits you.
I like effects.
So I guess really it comes down to, do you think I'm a benevolent DM or do you think I'm a horrible, mean DM?
I think sometimes you're too benevolent, so let's see what this is.
Are you really sure?
Damn.
Bum, bum, bum.
And if you...
Come
Wipe
on, Mike.
out your
Stay with it.
character
Let's see.
Your
altogether.
next character ready.
Let's find
Yeah.
out.
See, the real
What do
issue
you-
is...
What does my party think?
Do it. Just do it.
Eric's on board. Kat, what are you thinking in your lovely little head?
I hate the deck.
Patrick
Well,
does
the
not like
deck
chance.
area. Brock, what are you thinking in your...
I'm not having a good vibe on this card.
Oh man. He did this, but I know Sean. He did this to me one time. Almost got me, but I stuck with it, and it was good.
It could
But-
be. It could be bad. It could be good. But right now, Kat's at a non-vote, and we have 2 saying to keep it, so we'll keep it.
All right.
No, Brock was saying no. Brock was like,
No,
not
yeah, but
good.
I originally said
No,
keep
no.
it.
If it was me, I would keep it. I'm just saying I'm not having a good vibe on it.
So
No.
personally, he would keep it.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not quite sure of the mechanics of how I'm going to play it out because it is a roll 1d4 and lose that many intelligence points,
Oh.
which really becomes problematic because you haven't really put your intelligence in place yet.
Yeah.
So I will just leave it at this. Build your character as you normally would and then drop the intelligence. If you want to
Right.
manipulate it, you can. I don't, I'm very easy with my players in that regard. But, that's the way it's supposed to work. Lose 1d4 intelligence. That's a sucky card.
No, Mike, he'll put the smallest stat on his intelligence just so he can make himself unbelievably stupid.
Put the
You
7
cannot
in intelligence
go
and
below
down to a
3.
3.
If you go below,
But if I put the 7 there, I'm at exactly 3.
Opportunities not.
Well, if you put the 7 there, it's 1d4. So yeah, you might be at a 6, but yeah, you can't go below a 3. So if you have a 3, do you? No, you don't.
No, I
You got
don't
a
right
6.
now.
Yeah. Oh, 6 became a 7, right?
Yeah.
Yep. All right. So. Wow. All right. So that brings us down to our final round. Everybody's got 5 stats. We've gone alphabetical that way.
The other way.
We're going to go from newest to oldest players in my game. So we're going to go backwards. We're going to go Mike. Oh, I guess
Wouldn't
actually.
Eric be the newest?
Eric.
Technically,
No.
yeah, it would be me.
Oh, okay. I was thinking my game's online, but you're right. Yeah, we can do that way. So Eric, Mike, Brock, and then Ketchum.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was going online because I was actually going to go Mike, and then I was like, Brock's technically the newest online. I was thinking online, but all right, yeah, we can go at the
it'd
table.
be Eric, Mike, Brock, me.
There we go. All right.
All
Let's
right.
do this. And
Listen to your players. Just go with it and have fun. All right. Don't forget there are 2 rerolls left that go away when we're all done with this.
I'm thinking I kind of want to reroll. Even though it's like a good in between, I still feel
It's average.
It's average.
Is the rest of your character average?
Here comes a
Mostly?
7.
I know. I don't want that. I guess my character's pretty good all around. So.
I mean, I'm not opposed to you re-rolling.
You say that now, and I'm feeling bad luck vibes.
Oh, no. It's okay. We need more negatives. And I can't be the only one.
You know what? Now that you just said that, I retract my prior statement, and I'm just gonna keep my 11. Thanks, Mike. You helped me out.
I was like, you're above the 50%.
That's true.
All right, roll for luck.
All right. /R 1d20. All right.
14. That is interesting. Let's see. I don't know if I want to do that. That could be really...
Do it.
All the time, Prox.
I have a feeling this could end very, very...
Interestingly?
Yeah, that's the word I was going to use.
Oh, man.
So, here is what you earned,
Okay.
and here is what I'm offering.
Which one's the interesting one?
Kind of both of them, for different regards.
Oh, man.
They're kind of like hooked together. I'll even give you this hint. Rerolling's involved. That's what makes it so interesting. I'm like...
But it could be a bad reroll.
And that's what makes it interesting. I'm like, oh, because you just got through saying it. And I'm like, well, this could be very interesting.
Okay.
And especially because you guys already know all your stats now. Well, yeah, especially for you, this is the last stat.
Oh, man.
Don't you have a 7?
I do have a 7, yes. But I'm really afraid that it's like reroll your highest one. Which is the one I literally
That's
just... Well, yeah. So,
Or it could be let Michael pick which one you reroll.
Oh, God. I don't know if I trust that, but...
Eric,
I'm
when
gonna...
have I ever let you down?
Well,
I have often threatened to let you down.
Listen, I don't know if we have enough time, but here we go. I'm gonna oh jeez. I'm gonna go with the one I earned.
The one that your dice gave you?
Yes,
You know, I do want to point out that I said it involves re-rolling. You guys all assumed I meant re-rolling stats. It could be that I was allowing you to re-roll attack rolls like permanent inspiration type thing. But it's always interesting to listen, as as Eric was saying earlier, as a counselor, you learn to just listen. It's like, oh, so that's the way people think. So this is what you earned, and this is what I was offering.
Okay.
Interestingly, I found that you earned nothing. What made it so interesting was that had you gone with what I picked, you would have re-rolled every single stat. And I was like, but he's got a good character, and I'm like, this could be very bad and heartbreaking. All I was picturing was what happened to poor Alex when he was playing John, and I was like, you could go the other direction very quickly. So
3 18s pop up.
776.
I feel like I still got something very beautiful anyways, even though it was nothing. So
and that was the interesting thing when you were like, which one? I'm like, they're really kind of both interesting because nothing can be something. I'm like, suddenly you're like,
nothing could be keep my character.
Nothing will salvation.
Sometimes no news is good news.
Yes.
Nothing happens.
Thank God. Okay.
All right, and the next one would be Mike, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Da. 12. Upper echelon.
There's been a lot of 12s today.
Yeah. An 11.
And an 11. Okay. Where is it? There we go. What you have is this one that is yours. The neat thing is I've had everything right now. I pretty much don't even have to write anymore. Or this one that I'm willing to offer you. This is the one actually that you rolled. But this is the one that I'm offering to give you instead. You might like this one. But others might like this one. Of course, depending on who you are, people might really not like this one, and they might, other people might like this one. You might hate
every single other time, I'm pretty sure I took the paper that I rolled. I'm gonna take what Sean's offering this time.
All right.
Right? You're not asking for any advice?
Nope, I don't do advice. I make
Give it to him straight.
wild decisions for no apparent reason.
Do you want to know what you gave up?
Sure.
What you gave up, buddy, was a blank piece of paper. This one's not blank.
Is it cursed?
This one is reroll all stats.
Oh, yeah, let's go.
I don't know if that's good or bad. You were enjoying the low stats. I'm like, so if you would please do a roll /R and then 4d6 d1 6 times in a row, and those will be your stats.
Right.
So we got 13.
Okay.
That's not control. 15.
All right.
Keep them rolling.
Not bad.
12.
Wow.
Cool.
Yeah.
Halfway.
15.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Beastie.
And one more, right?
Yep.
Yeah. 13.
Wow. You went
Bad
from this
character.
tanky bad character to a
There we
freaking straight up way above average Tabaxi freaking. I guess your luck changed once your family got burned out of their home,
Yeah,
you went from
apparently.
this you went from this
Thank you,
weak
rifle.
yeah. You went from this scrawny nothing in the military to this whole, oh my goodness, I'm tanked up. Oh, well, that's interesting. So
Impressive.
Not bad.
yeah.
I love the only reason this happened was because I went, oh, I didn't choose to take any of Sean's suggestions before. I might as well do it now while it's the last chance.
There you go.
And then we come to Brock, and it will be yours. And there are still 2 rerolls on the table. An 11, and then your luck.
Hey, Katrin, what's your lowest roll?
My lowest is a 10.
I need something high. Or reroll.
All right. God, you don't have a good luck with that though, but all right.
Let's see
Nah,
what we
it's-
do.
Got it.
No whammies.
7.
I'm gonna reroll.
What, your luck?
Comes up a 7. Comes up a 7. We're gonna
So,
have some issues.
so this is the last reroll, right?
Yeah.
So he's burning it.
7's not a lucky number in this campaign officially.
Oh, come on, 7.
Back to an 11.
Yeah.
I'll really laugh if Catcher gets like a 3.
That 11's looking real good right now.
Yeah, it literally just changed your mind. Oh my god. So
Said, "Well, you want to reroll? Here, take a 7. Oh, now you don't want the 7. Just have the 11 back."
15. 15 it is.
This is why I prefer to roll my own dice. This computer stuff's for the birds.
The birds are robots.
You know,
Birds are fake, man.
never seen a baby pigeon before. Just saying.
Wow. Spies.
Okay. Here is what you rolled, or earned, whatever, however you want to think. Here's what fate has in store for you. But here's what a DM has in store for you. Here's what you think you are when you're all like, I'm Mr. Brock, I'm lucky all on my own, I'll take my stuff. Here's what happens when somebody else steps into your life and says, hey, look, listen to me. But then there's Brock who says, oh, no, man, I earned that, I want that. And then there's like somebody saying, oh, look, hey, I might have something for you. And you're like, oh, no, man, it's all about me, and this is me.
Normally, I would never depend on someone else. I would do it myself. Today, I'm gonna go with you. I'm gonna go with yours.
Mm-hmm.
That's not what you usually say. Are you sure you don't want here's Brock, being all bold and saying like, I want me, and then there's me back here saying, like, look, I'm a DM, like I could give you this. You're usually like, it's all about me. You're not doing that?
True, the true faith in Sean.
You're not gonna change. Wait, you're listening to me?
Mm-hmm.
He's listening to you, Sean.
That's not his
power.
style.
Good. Now reroll.
There's
all
a
your
ghost
stats.
messing with
Do
you.
you want to see what?
Curtain.
Do you want to see what you gave up, or no?
Sure.
You sure?
Yeah.
You gave up a blank piece of paper.
Nothing. Oh, please tell me Sean just offered you nothing.
2 blank pieces of paper.
He offered me a 7. Changed to that 11.
I might have, because I offered you a reroll of 1 stat.
Oh, there we go. You can't possibly get another 7.
Yeah, reroll that 7.
If you get a reroll of a 7, I don't know. Hold on, before he gets it, we got to think of something good. If he rerolls a 7, what happens? Something epic's got to happen.
Oh.
Chances are it won't happen.
If he rerolls another 7, I'm considering that bad luck. So I'd say give him like 5 plot points at least or something.
I'll go beyond that. If you reroll a 7, whenever you roll a 7 on an attack roll in the game, it's considered a nat 20.
Damn. That's
13. Hey.
Okay.
There you go.
The win-win scenario.
Win-win. Exactly. You won either way.
Yep. Nice.
And now we have our heavy hitter. Come on.
So now it's a 13.
Oh, wait. That's also me now.
And then
I'm no longer weak.
there's only Anna left. Katrin.
Uh-huh.
So give us a roll. 9. And there are no rerolls.
Yikes.
They disappeared suddenly and mysteriously.
Still got a pretty consistent character, though.
Oh my
It's okay.
god.
It would've been
Oh
a-
my god.
Dude,
More
it's
than
1
consistent.
point off of average. It's amazing.
Yeah.
That's nothing. Okay. Here is what you earned, or rolled, or whatever you want. Here's what fate is giving you, and here's what the DM is giving you. Recognizing that DMs can be horrible, mean things, and yes, DMs do have to sometimes go to bed with their wives afterwards and may suffer from a bad game, as has happened in the past. But here's what you earned, and here's what I'm offering. What you earned may affect your pet, or may not. What you earned may or may not affect everybody in the game.
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
I might make everybody re-roll everything from
Take what he's
scratch.
offering.
Everybody has to, use point buy system instead of rolls. That is not an option. I would not do that.
Take the offer.
No.
I'll take what you're offering me, I guess.
Why?
Ooh.
Your luck
I
has
don't
been
know.
amazing this entire game.
Because
We believe in your
my luck
decision
hasn't
making.
been that amazing. What are you talking about?
Says the
I just
owl
rolled-
bear, everything above average. Like Mike
I got
just
a
called you
9
the heavy
just
hitter.
now. What are you talking about?
All right, so you want what I'm offering you, not what you earned.
I think so.
You want to know what you rolled?
Well, of course I want to know what it was.
It It was a blank piece of paper.
Right.
Are you sure you want to know what this is? I didn't guarantee it was good.
No.
Well, I gotta know what it is because I picked it.
That's true. It's reroll 1 stat.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
Hey, there you go.
Reroll the
Yeah, this is
9.
my 9,
That's a
maybe.
good one. That's
Here
a good
comes
one.
the
Yeah.
Let's see.
Here comes
7.
the-
Hold on. If she rolls a 7, same thing as Brock. 7s are nat 20s. That's going to bite me in the ass. I still want to take that back. Can I take that back? Okay.
17.
You gotta be kidding.
Those words came out of my mouth, and I was like, I need to recant that quick.
Sean, someone in-
Technically, there's a 7 in there, Sean.
Yeah, no.
She gets a high score and a nat 20. Damn.
No, because think about it. The game's set up for 5% of the time you get a natural hit. That's a 10% of the time right there. 1 out of every 10 rolls is just like, man, no.
Yeah.
So that becomes a 17. All right. So great. We know all our character stats. It was a very long session. Well, hopefully it was pretty fun. I did want to talk a little bit about background, but I don't know how you guys are all feeling. I know it's late. What we had planned for your background, and I got to jump over to Discord because you guys ruled out the other one. I think it was like C or something like that. Where was it? Discord, where are you? Where is Discord? There it is. You guys are probably already there, and I'm still like clicking over.
Also, someone in chat said they gave $1 for it.
What? I gotta turn on my glasses. Somebody in chat said what? I gave $1 for a +4. I don't have notifications on. No, no, we've actually been talking about notifications, Hazley. We tried setting it up and we ran into some issues. When you go over there to set them up, it's supposed to be really, really simple, but there was something we were doing that was causing problems, so notifications aren't popping up yet. We're hoping to get that started here really quick. Hopefully we can get that overcome. I gave $1 for a +4. I'm not sure what that means, a +4. Because we don't have anything set up that says anything about, like, for a +4. Was that you guys know what that means?
I thought you would know. I just saw it. So I told you specifically instead of responding.
Yeah. +1 to any stat for each player. Yeah, that's a really cool idea. I really like that. How could we work that in that would still be balanced? Let's see. I like to honor people. Oh, how much? You know, wow, no, that just sounds like I'm begging money. I can't answer that one. I would let players answer that, but I, as a DM, as a streamer, would not, because it just sounds way too much like I'm begging money off of that. He would like, or he or she would like to offer +1 to any stat for every single one of you. Really, that's that's up to you guys. If you guys want to come up with some number, I'll let you do that, but I am not going to. Yeah. Not when I don't have. If I had something already laid out, I wouldn't have an issue with that, but we didn't. This was just kind of off the cuff. Do you guys want to do something with that? That's totally up to you. I'm seeing a lot of hesitation.
I'm never gonna say no to a +1.
Yeah.
Okay, 20. Oh, damn.
No, I don't want it.
That's a nice +1. I like the idea. I do. Oh, man.
Well, you guys got to come up with it. He said, okay. All right, so they said 20 and they're
Paid.
saying paid. Wow, so I guess that was the number. So you guys have +1 to any stat for each of you.
All right.
Wow, well thank you,
you
Hazel.
so much.
Or
Thank you
Hales.
very much.
Hales, yeah.
That is
Hales,
awesome.
yeah, I get
Thank
it
you for
now.
the support.
I was doing dyslexia there. Hales, yeah. That's funny. I like your name. Took me a minute there to figure it out because I was reversing the Z and the E. Oh, yeah. All right, well, thank you very much for that. Much appreciated. I've got to stop looking over to the Twitch window and just looking on my little, as I told you, I've now put it up here. All right, well, let me get back to this. I want to talk a little bit about the background since Hales, yeah, is listening. what we had chosen for a background, which is what I was looking up, Cash Chat. These guys chose that they wanted to be tied together. Scroll up, scroll up, scroll up, scroll up. No, that's too far. Oh, I'm in the wrong one. I'm in Cold War. That's why. Player only chat. Here we go. Scroll up. Where's my little list? There it is. And you guys chose, what was it? C, A, B, or C? Yeah, it was C that came up. They chose to be an elite group, a special ops team, formed from forces from different governments who are currently being, shall we say, used or employed on the sly. So these guys have a background. They come from different areas of the world to handle special ops missions. They get together. Now, interestingly enough, they've known each other for long enough that they've visited at least one person's rich home, which no longer exists, unfortunately, because on the night when Wolf chose to bring these friends home from different parts of the world, maybe Wolf was trying to show them off. I really don't know. They'll figure all that out. But they showed up there, and the party was somehow interrupted when a fire broke out, destroying not only his family's mansion, but spreading and causing so much damage that whether people were injured, his family was left destitute ever after. Sadly, that happened, but you know what? It was one heck of a party, and his friends got to see the wealth of this adventure, of their fellow individual who, again, on the sly works for the government. Do you guys want to talk a little bit more about that background and figure it out? How long have you been together? How long ago was your home burned out, Wolf?
Well, I think it's more fun for that to be a slightly more recent, like maybe in the last decade.
Would you want to have it like within the last year? Or do you need time afterwards?
I think we could do it within the last year. I think that'd be fun.
Okay.
So it's like one of the most recent things.
I think it should be a 1-year anniversary. Our first session will be the 1-year anniversary of when you guys agreed to get back together if you weren't called by your various governments before then.
Right.
Some individuals then. So, yeah, 1-year anniversary. I like that. And now I mentioned secrets earlier. If you on your own want to develop part of your secret background, some of this will be happening. I did not pull my secrets deck. Unfortunately, that was not included here. You will have certain tie-ins with one another. I will be sending the players a series of questions asking about what some of their highlights were, what they remember about different times on different missions, which will help them develop their background. Such as, we often don't remember things the same way. We all remember a great party that night. We remember a good time, and many of us probably helped individuals out. But there was a secret that, I think it's Benoit has the cat, right? Who has the cat? Pyro.
I have the cat.
Yeah.
Please.
So Brock has this cat, Pyro, and he remembers things a little different because he saw his cat hack up the fireball that started the massive fire that burned the place down, but nobody else knows that. So we can remember the same event very differently. We all know that, our buddy's house burned down, or mansion at estate, but we might not know the reason why.
Rifle had gotten into the lasagna.
Rifle's like, I can cook that for you. I'm picturing Rifle becoming suddenly a very fat cat and looking like Garfield, unfortunately.
Garfield.
Let's not forget that Rifle's very fast. I already mentioned this, can shoot in a straight line. But a little bit about their background is that they do and have done these missions elsewhere. And what they're looking at for the future. What are you hoping for out of this campaign? What kind of campaign are you looking for? This is session 0.
Lots of destruction.
Yes.
Lots of chaos.
The action. It seems like we're setting ourselves up to be a very action-y type of group. But yeah, some cool imagery when it comes to action.
Just based on the session, the shenanigans.
Yeah.
I want to see. I want to see the story guide facepalm every single session.
If we do not do that collectively, we do not get him to do that, we have failed that day.
Oh my.
What is your favorite part about playing D&D?
The camaraderie.
Yeah.
Camaraderie. For me, it's the absolute randomness of not knowing what the heck is gonna even happen that day. I love it. It's always ends up being something that you'll just never really forget.
Definitely the way it allows everyone to open up.
Yeah. Yeah, getting some role playing in there,
You
not
get
just.
you get to see a lot more about how people feel and think.
How do you think your past time in the military might affect the game? Positives, negatives, whatever.
I think it can be done very interestingly, as long as I don't know. I feel like if I go with like I was saying earlier about being somewhat of a spy, I feel like I could have some cool kind of connections to go along with my noble connections. I have real connections and then I have hidden connections, which could be really interesting.
I feel there's gonna be a lot of teamwork.
Yep, I completely agree.
Yeah.
I think we're definitely going to be one of those groups where when there's a situation, we're going to be the ones that actually kind of think about it. At least I hope. I really hope that go through the actual scenario of it. And, I don't know. Teamwork, definitely.
What makes a good session for you?
The table's happy.
A lot of laughing.
Yeah. Good times.
Ooh,
Yeah.
recant that. The table wants to come back.
Yes. If we
you
want to
go.
come back, then that is
We don't have to be happy, but if we're like, oh, why isn't it next week yet?
Yeah, if you find us talking about it online and other places because we're waiting for next week, it's got to be a good game going on.
Yep.
How important are the rules?
What
They
rules?
exist.
Yeah.
They exist, I'm sure.
They exist. But
They
sometimes
help
can be
guide
bent.
things. Yeah, they're the kind of. I don't think any of us have lawful characters.
Nope.
Who's watching?
Do you prefer to play on a safe mode setting, hard mode setting, kill me and challenge me setting, or hell's yeah, bring it on setting?
Well, I don't need quite the death is real
Yeah.
campaigns that we've
Yeah,
had in
no.
some other places. But
Yeah.
How
But
about
not
the
super
yellow
easy.
setting?
yeah, not super easy.
Yeah, in between. There's got to be some sort of consequences.
I agree with Chad.
Yeah.
Hell's yeah.
Yeah,
Go
yeah,
on.
Hell's yeah.
There we
is the
go.
setting.
Hells yeah.
That's
Hell's
gonna
yeah,
happen,
you are
but
our
it better
setting.
be
You are
epic
the
death,
setting.
and I don't need to be making a new character every few weeks.
Good question. Is character death permissible? How would
Yeah.
you be if your character died?
Expected.
It happens.
Yep. As all things, death is a real thing, and death happens, and we just gotta learn how to roll with it,
Yep.
and work with it. So, yeah,
There's always
Disappointing if it's
reincarnation.
sad.
that's right.
Well, you look a lot like this person I used to know.
True resurrection exists, even if we don't have it.
Yeah, that's true too.
What
I have
topics?
one level of wizard.
I forgot about that already. Yeah. Oh my gosh. And we have absolutely 0 levels of cleric healer. So
Yes,
that's
we
worth
do.
pointing out before we
Whoops.
go
But
on.
I've got a
It's
couple
okay, I'm a
healing.
ranger.
Yeah.
Which is that good? We just don't get hit. Come on.
Are there topics that your game master should avoid? What about real world things? Let me rephrase that. What about real world issues? Should that be in a game?
I think it'd be interesting to include it. Yeah, I think it would mix, I guess, the pot a little bit. And I don't think there's technically any topics that are completely off off limits unless it's like something crazy. But
yeah, I was gonna say, I think the only
Yeah.
topics that are off limit for me are topics that are off limit for the chat's consideration. In terms of like real world events, like if there's something interesting happening in the world, like the general 2020 nonsense, but like if it's something that can impact a lot of people, I don't want chat to have to
Well, like
potentially deal with it, compared to they don't have the safe zone providing time that we do.
and it's the TV shows are coming back. A lot of them have thrown, especially doctor and hospital ones, have thrown in stuff of COVID happening.
Oh yeah.
So many people on social media are going, we're facing this in real life. We don't need to see it on our TV shows.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like,
Yeah, because technically,
a point.
yeah, because technically D&D is kind of an escape, right? So sometimes we do have to shy away from some topics, so that way we have this zone where we can just be in a different world for a little bit.
I think good players with good DMs can navigate any topics.
You know, it brings up a real interesting point. There's a lot of sensitive topics, and Mike was just mentioning like the chat following along. And in today's world, our culture especially, even though Twitch is international, you know, we figure the most users are probably stateside and whatnot, you know, that develop it, California, things like that. But even without that, there's a lot of sensitive topics out there. We just mentioned that how this can be an escape, but we also mentioned how it can help you deal with them. What about things like, which are, again, part of the world history, they're part of game history. There was racism, sexism, ageism. Every ism in the world has been done in various modules, which are now called adventures. They're part of the game. Sometimes they're in there. We try to work to get them out. What happens if those are in the game? Should they even be a game? Should we play a game where everybody, every race and gender automatically gets it wrong? Or what do you guys feel about that? Can you talk a little bit about that?
I think it should be in the game, and in particular, I think most of the time it's favorable in chat's point of view for things like that, where, just to recant what I was saying earlier, was towards events, because, you know, if people are dying and stuff like that, you don't want people to relive something like that. But in terms of this, where everyone's we have to remember what's going on and learn how to deal with it and show that it's a thing that people have to deal with, sometimes it's more beneficial, and I think more people like him from my point of view.
Yeah.
So saying what I'm going to reflect what I think I'm hearing from what I hear from all of you players. You're okay with including things that might be considered sensitive by some. We don't want to focus alone on real world things. This is an escape. But if those things should happen in there, just like, and I'm going to kind of paraphrase a little bit of what Hell's Yeah is saying, you know, if those things are in there, we're going to work with them, deal with them. We just don't want to be inundated by them. We're here to play a game at the end of the day. And again, correct me if I'm hearing you wrong. You want to play a game, you want to laugh, you want to have fun. And if that stuff is in there, that's not the main focus of our game. Not an ism and not a real world problem. It'll just be a reflection that accents it. Is that what did I hear you correctly?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Okay. So saying what I think I hear you saying is there's nothing that I have to worry about as your DM being a taboo, and if there is something that I stumble onto, you'll let me know so that I can then change it or curtail it. As you saw tonight and even in our chat, I'm not always really good at checking the chat, so sometimes you just gotta, hey DM, look at that, or DM, I sent you a message, things like this, and then I go over to it and I deal with it and whatnot. So saying our chat and our followers, who are always welcome to be part of our Discord as well, can always go in there and comment on the game, comment on the future, comment on suggestions, making things happen, stuff like that. You know, we talk a lot about our 12th man idea, which we get from football, about the audience really shaping our games. Chat here Hells yeah, if you're not familiar with following our other streams, they get a chance to influence, give inspiration to players. At the drop of a hat, they can earn things like plot points. We're getting pretty close to hitting that 50 where we can start doing things with the bits. Once we get that many followers, we can set up a whole bit thing where you can actually buy stuff to influence the game just by watching us and being part of it. So you're welcome to do that. In the meantime, just influence it via Discord. That's what we do now, or just like Hells yeah did, chatting, catching people's eyes and saying, do this, do that. We, in our games, whether it's a Cold War in Hell, Relics of War, the original Relics of War coming back now, we like having fun. We play the game with our chat as well. So a lot of times our chat ends up influencing NPCs, outcomes. I literally, at points in the game, will ask, not the players, but the chat, what would you like this to happen? And it really lets you participate in the table. So look forward to that. Join in with it. Enjoy, because we're in this together. We're having fun with each other. We're obviously a bunch of old gamers that have shared tables before, but we're doing it with you too. We've invited you to the table. No stream has to have a chat. We could just do this with each other on Zoom, but we choose because we want to invite all of you who are watching to come be part of the adventure with us, to share the laughs, to share the sighs, to hopefully not share a character death, but if it happens, to grieve with us, to help us through it and make new ones. There's 1,000 character ideas, and we're never married to them. If a player chooses later on to segue off or write off a character, that happens, because we all want to try something new. Sometimes we can get bored. Even though we love the character, we just want to try something new. So we're never stuck. But we do look forward to doing this with each other, with all of you. You guys have questions for me?
I got nothing. I'm ready.
All right, now you guys were all new players at my
things.
You guys were all new players at my table at one point or another. Imagine chat like Hells yeah being a new person at the table. What new and interesting thing do I do at my tables, whether it's the Lando Calrissian rule, the I Know a Guy rule, the plot points? What one thing do you think would stand out that you'd want to tell chat right now? Be like, oh my gosh, watch for this, because I either had never experienced it before, it's something I do now, or it's just something really bizarre, whatever.
Personally, I mean, and I know we've already talked about it, and it's even the name, but the plot point system was the craziest thing I've seen, and I completely use it now because I think it's such a fun idea.
Glad that I've offered it to you.
I'm a fan of the inspiration, allowing the chats to hand that out.
Cool. Anything from you?
Oops.
No, go ahead.
I think just showing that you can use homebrew rules and like in general was fun for me. Learning new, because especially when I started off, I was playing either by the books because we didn't know how to play and we just took the book as close as possible so that we could play, or it was at like a game like Adventure League or something like that. So being introduced to the fact that there are cool homebrew rules out there that are fun is really cool, because like it's recently I've started adding more homebrew rules to my game, including one I've seen recently about players no longer rolling death saves, which is really fun, and my party had a really interesting time dealing with that when they, for the first time, when they were down and they didn't know whether or not that character was alive or stable or dying still until they checked him.
Nice. Very nice.
Oh, Eric's coming back.
That's it. We figured he froze up there on that whole question. He was like, "Oh my gosh, I don't want to answer this question."
I didn't really hear at all. So what did I miss?
We were asking
you missed
about
that your character already died.
Oh no! Jeez.
Fastest character ever.
Jeez. All right.
No, we were actually asking him what was your favorite crazy thing or unusual thing that I do that the chat might want to know about. In other words, you've played at a few tables now. I mean, I know not 1,000, but
I don't know. I think really pin it down to one thing. It's just, I think with you specifically, it's the amount of, I guess, willingness, your adaptability. it's insane, especially with the campaigns that I've been a part of, because every time we do something, it's completely different than what you thought, and so yet you still somehow are able to smoothly weave it, and by the end of it, it's just a session that clearly we can't forget. Like this past week, this Thursday, we will not forget that, and that definitely was not the plan, as you explained. So I'll never underestimate your ability to adapt and to any campaign that you have. So that's all I got there.
Eric, on the good news side, your character has been resurrected by Hells Yeah.
Thank you so much.
But what he neglected to tell you was you were resurrected in Barovia, so the dark powers are now cursing you with something.
I'll take it. Fun.
So I would like each of you give it just a moment's thought. So some of you will have instant answers to think of one thing that you really want to see in this game. You know your characters already. Or one thing that you really want your character to get so that I can weave it into the game. Like, I really want to, for in the other game, because Eric just mentioned the other game, one of the players really wants seagoing stuff, which I knew even before we started, and I was like, that's really hard because the rest of the team isn't going that direction. But I found a way to weave it in this last session, and I was like, I have got the perfect way, this epic way. And of course, within that session, they destroyed it. And I'm like, okay, but I wanted to honor the player. So what way for you and as a player and as a character, what one thing where you're like, man, if I know that's even in the story somewhere, I want to play this game. What would you want to see your character attain, get over? Maybe it's rebuild my family's fortune that, has been lost to accident.
By the way, on that subject, how do we feel about PvP?
Oh yeah. Ooh.
Be nice to your party. Come on
that
now.
is a really great question, and actually I want to answer it because the reality is some games, like some DMs, are like absolutely no PvP. I would suggest this to every game master watching and whatnot. It has to do, and it goes back to something I've said often. You've all heard this. Great players and great game masters are not found by accident. They are made at a table together. So saying, I know all of my players at this table. If these players went to PvP, I would not have an issue with it. If I was a game master with a new set of players, I absolutely would not allow it. I'd be like, nope, I would spell that out during a 0 session in advance, because I don't know the people well enough to know how they would react. I don't know whether it would be traumatic to some, whether some people would laugh it off, whether some people would be okay. Like Adventurers League, they don't allow it and whatnot. They tell you to steer away from it as much as possible, with good reason. Many people are experiencing D&D for the first time. And if you kill my character, and it's somebody I don't even know, a stranger at the table, you will traumatize me that I will never play the game again. This group, if they got into it, I'd be like, okay, guys, the story's going in a new direction. I mean, we literally just gave a whip of enchantment where in the middle of it, or whip of entangling that in the middle of combat is going to knock some of their own players prone, making them subject to attack by the enemy where they have disadvantage. Chances are somebody could die from this. But I know these types of players will laugh that stuff
roll
off.
a 5. I only stop at 7s.
Lowest roll for sure.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be an interesting thing? I have a cursed weapon, but this ability over here, I can't roll less than a 7. Maybe by level 20.
Oh, golly.
So what would you like to see? I keep having to put on my glasses because I see Hells Yeah writing, and I'm like,
Right? She chatting.
yeah, he, she.
Good.
They.
Yeah,
we
don't
should be
know.
doing the
Male or
modern.
female?
They are chatting. I always like the gender neutral. It's back from the day.
Not doing
Everybody
well.
thinks it's so modern. All this, oh, we're being gender neutral. We're being gender non-specific. I'm like, you realize that's been around for like 40 plus years. That many of the universities, if you go to their websites, they have words like fey, che, they. Like literally, you can get a list of gender neutral pronouns that they tried to inject, and they said you can write this into your papers for this. I'm like, not a new concept. Why they never got adopted? I always liked the fey, the PHE. It's always my favorite one, for different reasons. But so Fey, which sounds indeed too much like FEY, but hey. All right. So what'd you think of? What'd you come up with?
That's why you like it.
I kind of agree with Helgia in chat that I enjoy finding romance in D&D.
There you go. There you go.
Interesting. I didn't see that with
Yeah.
Okay, romance.
It's always such a fun thing to role play.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've had some role playing characters that have had romance in different games and settings.
Proof. Sven.
Yeah, they had a bye-bye.
They did? Oh my god, I don't even remember this. How do I not remember this?
Oh.
Others.
It was one of the other PCs.
Oh yeah, that's right. They hated that. Yeah.
I like to find like magical artifacts and things that do just random mundane stuff and then twist it into something that's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Wondrous items, then. That's what wondrous items are all about.
I just like being able to build the characters' backgrounds. You know, I'm like, yeah, we write them up, but a lot of times those get written up and then, for whatever reason, completely ignored.
So
it's
fleshing
more
it out.
fun when you can bring that into the game.
That's an interesting thing to tell our chat, because one of the things that I do as a DM is when you bring out your character's background, because I agree, too many tables, we roll this up because we want the ability, the tool set, whatever, and then we ignore it. So what I do to help my players play the best game possible is I tell them, whenever you bring out your background, your ideals, bonds, these types of things, you get inspiration. Now, sometimes you got to clue me in, you know, and say, hey, look, DM, I'm earning this. But it's like, boom, you know, because it's a way to make it all happen for everybody. So, yeah. Cool. Background's fleshed out. I like that. Other ideas. I got romance, wondrous items, backgrounds fleshed out.
I think for me, personally, I want to be able, by the end of this campaign, whenever it may be, I just want to be able to.
Oh my gosh, his internet goes out there. That is like the ultimate cliffhanger. I just want to be able to. And we're all like, yeah? Wait, what? Don't think the player liked me. Our puppy.
Tune in next week for the answer.
And that's where we'll be ending the session before he gets back on.
Hilarious.
Oh my gosh. There's Eric trying to log back in and he's like, wait, what?
Same Robin time, same Robin channel.
Oh, well, there he is. Hey.
It was so funny. Buddy? You literally cut out right as you said, you know, I would really like to be able to, and that was it.
Literally, I don't know what's going on with the internet. It keeps like dying at the worst moments. But okay, I'll say this before it happens again. I really want to be able to look by the end of this campaign and see almost a different character. You know, I you know, by the end of it, the
character
arc, the character growth. That
yes. I want to be like, wow, dang, that was what it was like in the beginning. And, let alone maybe if it's a completely different character or not. Who knows?
You're doing stealing your bobblehead hat.
I love that, and I really want to honor that. I just want to say that secretly, I was really hoping your internet cut out again right before you were able to say it a second time.
I know.
I was like, do it. So much so that I was like, oh. I was secretly disappointed. All right, well, wonderful. So then, character growth. Those are my 4 big things that I will focus this campaign around, because if you notice, I left it open. It could be items, it could be stuff. So for Brock, I know wondrous items. I know to bring in romance. I know to bring out more from the background that you share together. We will be playing Helljaff each Sunday night from 9 to 11 p.m. That is our scheduled time. I tend to open it up to my players. If we do solos or one-shots, we can do those pretty much anytime, and then we can air them whenever. Even if we don't do... I'll probably do them live, but if we didn't, you know, we would air them at a set time. We also play Cold War in Hell, which is a different group. And that is on Thursday nights CST from 7 to 9, I think it is. This is an EST from 9 to 11. Other than that, again, we're pretty much in Discord all the time chatting about, I always have to be careful because people ask times, and we're 14 and 15 hours ahead of people in Guam. So, I'm the next day. Interesting thing, but, he lost his internet again. Oh, man. Wow, that poor guy. Clearly something's happened on his end, and that's kind of like telling us that we really need to end the session. So, I want to thank you all. This has been a lot of fun. One last call for anything, questions you have for me from the chat.
Next weekend, a lot of them have time change.
Oh, is that next weekend?
Yeah,
wow.
They spring forward.
So we don't do time change here in Guam, so I will have to be careful about that, making sure that I set it accordingly. Because if you're springing forward, I think that brings you closer to our time, and I'll have to work it from there. So time change is always weird, and especially with playing with people from different time zones. It can be very interesting to say the least. All right, well, I'm hungry. I need to get myself some breakfast, some lunch.
Lunch, it's 3 p.m. here.
Yeah, I'm like looking at dinner, and I haven't had breakfast, lunch, or anything yet, and I still got more work to do. I'll be working late tonight and doing stuff. Also, it is Monday, and I think tonight actually starts my classes, so I'll be up all night long working on that, which means, sorry, Chad, I will not be in Discord a whole lot, but I will be fighting sleep deprivation on various days as I work together towards getting done whatever we know can/want to get done. Long days ahead for me. Pray for me because I've got lots of work to do on different stuff, but I am super, super, super stoked for this game. I've got character names, I got character info. Players, if you want to bring out the best in your DM, 2 things for me are... That's actually a good question. Every DM should ask this of their players. How do I bring out the best in you? What is the one thing, like there's a hot button for each of us. How do I bring out the best in you?
I don't know. I thought we were trying to sign off.
I was, and then I remembered this is an important question.
I don't know.
Shoot.
Throw me in situations I haven't been in before.
Okay.
Make me want to
Some
get
of
out
it,
of
I think, is just
Man, that's
following
good.
those things we want to see in the game. That would bring out our best, I would think.
I think it's something you do normally anyways, but just leave open those opportunities to roleplay. You're not particularly one of the people who likes to constantly just go from combat to combat, so there's always opportunities to roleplay. But
Yeah.
One of the things that I loved when... I want to respond to that. One of the things that I loved when 5e came out that made me want to start playing again, because I was around since before D&D was a thing. I was around in chainmail. When 5e came out, it went back to some of its basics. It's interesting. Chainmail was just a tabletop wargaming numbers game. But then when D&D came out, it was predominantly role-playing. And then it shifted to numbers around second and third came out to just numbers and numbers and numbers. And they lost the role-playing at many tables. Mine didn't. 5e came out and said, you no longer have to level up. They went to what they called milestone, which many of us DMs were just doing because we were like, solve the situation. And it made combat less important. It's fun, but you don't have to do combat to be victorious. So you don't have to be a murder hobo anymore, which was a delight because, as you said, I can throw you into a combat situation and literally the players can pull out of combat if they can find a way to turn it into a talking situation or a running away situation or whatever. You're never stuck in combat to advance the story. Even though oftentimes you may get this hugely aggressive person coming at you. Find a way to turn them into a nice friendly Hulk. It's time for the sun to go down, whatever. I don't know. But do that. Cool. So role-playing opportunities, honor what we want to see, new situations. Eric, what's yours?
Oh God.
He's like, combat.
More combat.
nothing but combat.
Please. No, I think
I think it'll kind of touch onto the previous topic we had before, but maybe bringing in some I guess relatable topics. Perhaps we can find a way. I believe in all of us that we can find a way to put a positive spin on some not completely positive situations, and give ourselves an opportunity to maybe bring a new perspective to our viewers, maybe, and just stuff like that.
Oh, I like that. Give a new perspective on situations. You know, you really can. And Eric, you're talking a little bit about the other game that you were just a part of, where some unusual things happened in dealing with other NPCs. And yet, what is the perspective? You know, you're trying to take my eyeball. No, I'm picking up a gem off of a sword. It's like, you're stealing my eye. Therefore, I get to pluck yours out and kill you. New perspective.
The guy let him.
You know, I think that's really good. An idea just came to me. Hell's Yeah was actually talking about role-playing backgrounds. And one of the things that I often do, as I said, we offer players opportunities to role-play backstory sessions when they first met, things like that. But the idea that just came to me was flashbacks. Literally like jumping back in time and doing an entire session back in time. And you'd say, well, yeah, but where's the death? Death can be real, but we call it failing forward. In other words, you died then. Who brought you back, why they brought you back can be an interesting part of the story. Because in the future, you know this. Somebody saved your ass. We just heard Mike talk about death saving throws. Technically, you're knocked down and out, man. And you were going down third time out. Who used the Revivify Stone and why? Or why did somebody resurrect you? So, yeah, you're alive in the future, but that doesn't negate that you died in the past. It can still be part of the game, but wouldn't it be interesting to do a series of flashback showing your character developing rather than starting in the modern? What would it even be like if we went that route for the Tabaxi to still have all their wealth out there and be bragging about it, even though none of you have ever been to the mansion? Because we know at this meeting at the mansion, that's when the cat burned everything down. Wow, that could be a real interesting way to go. How would you feel about something like that?
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
I think it sounds like a super cool cinematic moment of all of us at the getting back together for the first time, and in that moment reliving, like if it was a movie, we'd all be finally getting back to maybe like the family grave or something to pay respects for this one year. And then while we're there, just like pans over someone and it's flashback, pans over the next person, flashback.
Yeah.
It's a lot to do in a 2-hour episode, but
so cool.
I'm thinking this.
That's what To Be Continued is for.
You know what I'm thinking? And this might be we might have just set the whole campaign data. What if we opened with, we're all getting together. We're at this 1-year anniversary and whatnot. But the actual game will be a series of flashbacks as we reminisce. So, like, we would be starting talking together and then flashing back to, hey, you remember, like, that time in boot camp when this? And telling a story together that is actually the past. And we'll build the entire campaign to why did we break apart for a year? And it's epic, and now we're back together because whatever epic thing is happening.
Call it war stories.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's it. We're tagged Relics of War now, but we can change it. We can work on getting overlays made. I mean, do we even want to call this Relics of War? We grabbed that from the last one, but we could change it right now. Do we want to do war stories? Do we want to do flashbacks?
I got a dog I got to throw out real quick.
Go and come out and back if you're willing to.
I think, either way we go with the Relics of War or war stories, because, technically we are Relics of War. And, either one would be cool with me.
Yeah.
Do you have a
I
preference?
like war stories.
I kind of like war stories, too.
War stories?
Yeah. War
Go
stories
war
work.
stories.
All right, well, then we'll change it. I'll change the
Rock
chat
like that.
I'll change the chat from Relics of War. I'll make a whole new section for war stories. And we'll change it over. We'll do war stories. We'll do this idea that we're talking about with the series of flashbacks. I think that could be really good and build up to an epic thing because you already know. The only real problem we get is that in a true character death where you're like I've been playing this character now for a year or two. I'm done. It's literally what happened in the How I Met Your Mother thing.
Mm-hmm.
It became a problem because we kept starting with this idea of, oh, I'm sitting here with my kids and your mom, but then we were going off and like, oh, well, that is my mom. No, it's not my mom. No, it is. And, you know, of course, if, I don't want to give a spoiler to the ending where you realize that, yeah, it's been the mom the whole time. But, you know, this idea, you're stuck with this character because that's who's at the meeting. Now, what we could do is, even if you switch characters, an easy way for that is, I'm picturing as a DM story guide, yeah, it's real easy for me to have you guys all together, but a year and a half from now, Mike changed his character. So why was Mike at this meeting the whole time? Well, because when we finally get to the future, so-and-so is just walking in, his new character. Ta-da, you know. So it just happened to start with some of the original guys. Again, anything is possible. We can do it. We just have to pay attention to things about, like in the other game, Malefor got written off. And I said, well, Malefor's not really gone. Malefor got taken to hell. And Malefor will resurrect in that game. For all I know, Bose is going off on a journey to go get Malefor right now.
Ooh.
I don't know.
Ooh.
But there are segues. We just have to pay attention and keep these things in mind and allow infinite opportunity to shape it. Brock, what we just decided was everybody would pretty much like to change the name from Relics of War to War Stories. Are you good with that? Okay.
Yeah, I'm good.
So we're going to do this kind of what we're talking about, this starting in an inn, flashbacking. So it won't be unusual for us to start in an inn, and then that will be the segue for then the next adventure, which might be 2 or 3 sessions, and then back to the inn where, and I'll try and prep each of you in advance, and somebody else will talk about what do you remember. And we all know me, I'll do it on the fly. I don't have to prep you with, hey guys, I need you to lead to this. It'll just be on the fly, man. Conversation will emerge, and then I'll be like, and we're segueing. You know, and it'll be like, wow.
So this is a Quentin Tarantino D&D.
Oh, yes.
I hadn't really thought about that. You're going to lose Katrin because she hates Quentin Tarantino. But, you know, again, just because she doesn't like the, style. But whatever. Whoop. There we go. Get you guys back in the right order there. I only wanted to switch that for the viewers because it keeps everything kind of centered. All right, so cool. I will work on some... I think we can even use the Relics of War overlays. I don't think they say Relics of War on them. So I can use those for now till we come up with some cool war stories, backgrounds, and whatnot. And maybe later on we can commission somebody to do art for the characters, depending on... Let's get some sessions in first. And then we'll see who you want to hire, who you want to talk about, and get everybody some art. Any last things that I can answer for you or for chat? I see chat's got something there. Hells yeah, I had a group of orphans. There you go. Interesting idea that he had there. The Relics of War, the War Stories. He's putting it together. All right, I like that. There you go. Relics of War, the War Stories. I'm taking that. Hells yeah. Thumbs up. You just earned inspiration. In fact, because that's going to be a permanent name, hells yeah, you've just earned not 1 inspiration, but 5 that you'll be able to give out to players. Well, it'll get added to the pool. Anybody who's watching us gets to give them out, but you have 5 added to the pool for that. Relics of War, the War Stories. I like that. All right, so this is me saying we're pretty much done. How about you guys? Are we done? Sign off?
Yeah.
Been a very long time. Probably the longest session I've run online in a while because I tend to stick to that 2 hours thing. But you guys made this awesome. Thank you very much. I got nothing but love for all of you. Thank you, chat, for being here. Wow, we're just getting somebody. I see somebody new in the chat, literally, as we're signing off.
We just got raided.
Oh, my gosh. All right, how do you guys feel about me running a mini impromptu adventure? We got a raid, and it's Samurai Jesus, who I love. So, how burned out are you? We're just finishing up like 3.5 hours, guys.
Yeah, it's like
of character
12:30 now in the morning.
It's after midnight there.
Yeah, it's grueling. I want to thank Samurai Jesus. I want to welcome Artisan. Unfortunately, you came
down.
in. You're a jerk, Brock. Of course you're down with it. I love you, but you're being mean to me. Poor Eric's over there pulling his ears out. How about you, Mike? Let's put him on the spot. You're done, right? You're done. It's okay to say you're done. It's okay. It's okay. As the DM slips him a few plot points. It's okay, Mike. Love Eric.
Yeah,
Eric's
I have
tired.
things to do.
I think
Okay, there
our
you go.
DM needs to eat.
There you go. So, unfortunately, all of you, while we love you and we thank you for the raid, you just happened to catch us right at the end. Samurai Jesus just happened to end a few minutes before us. So, I want to invite you, tune in Sunday nights EST from 9 to 11. I don't know what that is. CST, that'd be what? 8 to 10, I think it is. We're doing Relics of War, the war stories. And it will be an exciting group just starting out. If you want to follow us, come on over to the Discord. Come on, watch us here. Anybody who's watching us becomes part of the game and can influence everything that's happening. So toss a follow if you're willing to. We would love to have you follow. If we hit that 50, we can start doing bits where you can really influence the game. That would be kind of an exciting thing for all of us. Thank you very much. Samurai Jesus, thank you very much for the follow. Truly appreciate it. Or for the raid. You guys are awesome. And I need to take us on a raid. Hold on. Who can I raid us to? Because how do I do this raid thing? Raid a channel right there.
Raid a channel.
And then pick a channel to raid. Let me go find a good channel to raid so that I can take us all over there and stick around. Do the raid at least.
Can I navigate this?
Yeah. Who do you got?
Go for it.
Type in Juniper.
Juniper?
Yeah.
Which one? Juniper Violet? Juniper Bear?
Violet. Yeah, Juniper Violet.
Okay, we are now raiding Juniper Violet. Please stick around.
Great friend and supported me a lot when I started streaming, so.
Nice.
Well, we have just gone over to raid Juniper Violet, so I hope all of you that are watching are going to say hello to Juniper Violet right now. I think I did it right. It said raid channel and I typed in Juniper Violet, so.
Yeah, it does a countdown and then you can initiate it.
Wait, where's the countdown? I don't see a countdown. It didn't offer me that.
Should do one. Yeah, it's there now. Look at your chat, the top of your chat, it should say.
Yeah.
The countdown should be done, I think, so it should be say raid.
Right.
And once you hit that, it'll cancel the stream, so.
I don't have a countdown. What are you talking about, buddy?
Oh my god, I'm not a mod, so I can't. At the top of the Twitch stream chat.
You're on your Twitch.
11 viewers are ready to raid. Oh, there it is. Yes.
As soon as you hit that, you raid.
There we go. There
we
first
go.
Ever raid.
Woohoo!
First ever. Well, we've raided before, but it's been somebody else controlling it. First ever legend and song controlled raid for plot points. Points 5E. Thank you all, man. I'm glad we're actually recording this as well because I want to make sure that's in there because, wow. What fun. And now we know how to do it thanks to VTuber Classic, Oreo X Wolf. Thanks to everybody for just making this such a fun night.